We're live. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Who got in the house today? We got Time Surfing Alien. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? CD Nelson's in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming. Who else we got? Is Ted still here? I thought I saw Ted in here. Well, I'll give Ted a hello anyway. What's going on, guys? We're here at Torsten's. Tease Guitars. Let me get my fat ass out of the way so you can see the man. All right, and we're going to be taking a look at 6 out of the 8 colors, right?
Yep.
The 2 that didn't come are the
gray,
the gray, the battle gray, and the
It's not going to be battle gray though.
No, what are we calling it now?
Hang on, I'll figure it out for you in a second.
No problem.
I'll announce that later. It's
right.
The gray and the blue. We got all new colors because of that contest. So and they're pretty cool.
Right. Yeah, that's right. You renamed everything, right?
I did.
Okay. Did you want to announce that?
Well,
you know what? I'm not even going to ask you that in the live because that would be putting you on the spot. So let's just plan. Let's do what we got planned and take it from there. So, did you want to show?
Yeah, I couldn't wait. So it is what it is, man.
We got 2. Yeah, that's right. Can't forget about Baby Boy Mulligan. He's my cab driver.
So where's your camera at?
Mr. Archie.
Right there.
All right, so let's put this to where we can put this like right here, and people can get the real view.
Let's see. Let's see if we can show you guys the whole guitar here. We can move that camera too. I got 18 feet of cord there, so all right. It'll go up. It won't go down. You can just slide it down, maybe. Yeah, just do that. Flip the button.
This is real organized.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got it right there.
How's that? Can you guys see that?
Yeah,
Let me know.
Of course you can.
Kind of.
A little closer. Here we go.
Here we go. Let's bring it like this. All right. So we got the candy apple red. And pull it back a little more, please. So I can get. There we go. Candy apple red, guys. Let's take a look. All right. Show you some of the new features.
There's your monitor. There's your monitor.
Okay, cool. Great. That helps. All right. So
that camera doesn't do that guitar any justice at all.
It's the basic webcam. So we got a coil split for the bridge right now. So you can go into single coil mode.
Right there by your pinky. What's that?
By my pinky?
Well, you had your pinky down there in the neck pocket.
In the neck pocket.
What's right there by your pinky?
Oh, yeah.
Pinky.
This here?
No.
What am I talking about?
The pinwheel truss rods right there.
Oh, yeah, that's why I was trying to just point just now. We got a 7-second delay. You're looking at that camera, looking at that in the.
Okay.
But yeah, pinwheel truss rod, guys. Roasted maple neck and fretboard.
Look at the way they cut the nut on that thing.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the actual nut.
Right, you're talking about the way.
So just so you guys know, these guitars came in really nice, but they're still from China, and we still have to do the stuff we have to do. And one of the things we have to do is we have to cut all these nuts down to size because they're really not even playable without the nut being cut. And then, believe it or not, they actually came straight. As far as the necks go, we'll see how the shipment comes in. That'll probably be out of whack because they'll be on the ocean for about 30 days. But yeah, and then we've got these new little knurled. We'll put those up. I don't know if you can see those or not. So on the older Sbh's, these knobs, you could never get them quite right. And so with the Allen key, the same size as that comes with the guitar for your
saddles,
your bridge pins, that goes right into the right in there. So you can take these off and you can push them down flush, and they look really nice. I think it adds a new aesthetic to the guitar.
Right, instead of the standard push-on ones.
Yeah, and then if you roll the guitar over, and we still have the same cutaway on it.
Mm-hmm.
And we've added on the Sbh. It didn't have them on the ST1s. They do have it now, but we have the new neck plate. Also, the serial numbers on here. The serial number lookup.
Serial number here
is live now, so you can go look it up. It's not done yet, but it's live. In other words, some of the guitars have pictures up there of the guitar. Some of them don't, or most of them don't. But we're trying to do that as fast as we can. But it is live. So if you have an ST1 that has a serial number, You can go into serial number, look up, put your serial number in there. It doesn't have to be upper and lowercase, just whatever the number you put in there, and your guitar will pop up with the MSRP and everything.
Right.
So that's pretty cool.
And guys, I got to tell you right off the bat, this guitar hasn't been touched and it hasn't been set up, and it looks great right out of the box. Better than most of the ones that I get on the channel. Okay, and it basically is playable right out of the box.
That red looks ugly though.
Hmm?
It looks ugly on the camera.
It does. It
doesn't
looks a
look
little.
here. No.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It's a stellar red.
Yeah, guys.
color.
Yeah, the camera doesn't do the finish justice. Okay, you got the silver metal flake underneath this red here.
It literally
It's a
shakes and
classic
changes.
candy apple red. So when you look at it, you see all the flake, you see through the red, and the light, it just reflects back at you in a way that you don't get from a straight red color. And you just don't see it on
And
camera.
you can't see some of it because of my paw prints from.
Yeah, we've been handling it too. Basically, think of everything that the Sbh-E had in the last version, and then kick it up a bunch of notches, because this is now a next level.
The tuners are also.
Yes,
The tuners
got to
are
mention the
also new.
tuners, because the tuners have been upgraded. Okay, there's the lockers. All right, and here, let me show you the front of the headstock, because the front of the headstock is
It's
just gorgeous.
sexy.
Yeah, that's just guitar porn right there.
Guitar.
Let me give you some
I
light.
should. Oh, I'm on YouTube. I should say guitar prawn.
Now you got some light. See that?
Yeah, and you
Maybe
can
now
see.
You can see the shimmy.
Yeah, I think that's going to show some of the reflective. That's a good idea.
All right.
Yeah,
Flip it over. Let me show them.
yeah. On
A
the
better shot of the tuners.
there you go.
So I don't know what I've got here. I don't know what I'm bringing in, bro.
Okay, he's bringing a box in.
They didn't label the boxes.
All right. Here, hopefully this will help you guys see.
See that sparkle?
Yeah, some of that sparkle in there.
All right. I don't
The
know.
guitar really is stunning. And
Oh boy.
of the two that are out of the box right now, there's this one and the yellow. The yellow is a flat yellow. It's not. Don't take that the wrong way. I don't mean it's a flat color. It's shiny, but it's just compared to this, it's just a yellow. But it looks gorgeous too.
All
So
right.
they look a lot better in person
Look at this.
than they're gonna look on camera.
Oh,
Nice.
Look at that racing green.
That one should have had. Yeah, that's British Racing Green and Metal Flake. That's a green candy. And
Yeah,
that's
this is a candy red as well, or candy green. As well.
absolutely. I want to see somebody take that and put all gold hardware on it.
Let's try to get some shots of the color.
The pictures I have up on the website tonight will depict the actual real colors.
Right. So you're gonna be trying to get these up on the website
They're-
for pre-sale tonight.
They're already up.
They're already up. Look
They're
at that,
just not-
guys.
they're just not live yet.
Right.
I was up
You just-
all night last night making everything, loading pictures and all that. Yeah, I was
Right.
doing all that good
So
stuff.
it's just a matter of, at this point, it's saying go, basically.
So that's the green.
So that's the green and the red, guys. What do you think?
You can hang one of those up
These are
whenever you're ready.
beautiful.
You can show them the yellow one.
Yeah,
too.
we're going to show you the yellow next. We got the yellow right here, guys.
While you're handling
All right.
those, I'll show 'em.
I'm putting the red on the wall. All right.
All right.
So this is.
There you go.
It's not quite taxi can yellow. I think it's more like a banana boat yellow.
It's kind of a banana yellow or a canary yellow.
Like a
Yeah.
banana boat.
Here, I'll
Yeah.
sneak that color out.
I don't know
How
how much.
about this? What do you think about this? Because this is going to be the name of it. That's going to be lightning bolt yellow.
Okay.
That's the perfect example
Lightning
of that,
bolt
right?
yellow.
Like
yeah.
you see the lightning bolts like on the Batman and stuff.
Right. Like
that's
that
it.
yellow.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Like Electro from Spider-Man and stuff. Right.
All right.
So
Here
we
comes
got-
the one that's never going to leave through these doors.
it's the one that's never gonna
All
leave.
right. So let me check up. Let me just follow up on what the guys are saying here real quick. See, let me catch up on the chat. So, Jim, what's going on? Are you here, buddy? Are you seeing us? All right, guys. We're so organized, aren't we? All right. So yeah. Oh, JMK12's in the house. What's up, buddy? Salty Cream Puff. How you doing, buddy? Salty Cream Puff likes Pikachu yellow. That's not a bad name.
All right.
Jim, what's going on, Jim? How you doing? Yes, I agree. The green is gorgeous.
Well, don't you fuckers try to mug me. Look at that.
Well, that looks like you're carrying a pocket full of money right there. This is the silver one, guys.
This thing is just,
This is,
that's got a lot.
imagine
all the flake in
you
the
guys
world
will
right
see.
there.
Yeah, I'm talking over you. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Imagine this is the silver that's underneath the purple royal. Okay, so you guys can get an idea what this looks like. This is like pure silver. I mean, this thing is gorgeous.
You could probably melt that down and put it into cubes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, man?
Right?
Did
I mean,
you see
the camera won't do this one justice. It's gonna
Same
make it
thing,
look
yeah.
lighter. Okay,
It's
guys,
not.
but this is exactly the same silver that you get in the royal purple. Excuse me, purple royal.
It's even sharper than the SS1.
Yeah, and it is, and they perfected
No,
it.
that's the same color as the
it?
SS1. Yeah, they're all the
But
same.
for some
the same
reason,
silver.
I think in this, because it's
But
all
no,
silver.
okay, so it's the same silver, but we put more metal in that one.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. That's
And
why
more
it
flake.
shimmies more.
Yeah, more flake.
Yep.
Yeah. So here, guys, take a look. I'll give you the headstock on this. That's a silver headstock with a silver logo. Come on, nobody's got that.
Not
Guys,
in it-
you
well,
pick up
yeah,
one of
you
these
know who
guitars,
has
you will
that?
be buying a guitar that you'll have
You-
for life.
You know who has that? Brent Mason has that.
Brent Mason. Okay.
Brent Mason is a famous chicken picker, and we're gonna take that guitar, that one right there, the one that's in your hand, and we're gonna put in the 3 DiMargios that he has: the Area T Hot, the 65 mini humbucker in the neck, and yeah, that'll be a chicken picking guitar here in about a week and a half.
Nice. Watch it. I want to show the height, guys. I'm going to try and get close so you guys can see. This is right out of the box. Okay. And that height is actually playable right out of the box. Torsten hasn't touched this.
No, I'm taking them out right now.
Yeah, he's just taking them out one by one and bringing them in the room.
This guy's been killing, but waiting all night just to open these up. These are my toys.
He's been, listen, you got to give Torsten some sympathy because he got these a day early. And because we're going live, he held off opening all of these. Well, almost all of them.
Yeah. It's the best you're going to get.
But you know, and I know you guys understand what it's like at Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, man.
So
yeah, I'm sitting at the train station waiting for RJ. Torsten's going, I'm dying over here to open these boxes.
Yeah. So this is gorgeous. I think this is like the vintage white, the aged
well,
white,
it's more of a yellow. It's like a creamy. It's got a little yellow hue to it, but
that reminds me of my first Harmony Strat.
But it definitely has the antique white look to it.
It does. Okay.
It's beautiful.
When I saw this in pictures, guys, I thought this was a vintage white. It's actually more of a creamy yellow.
Let me grab the yellow so we can
Sure.
see them side by side.
Sure. All right. In pictures, you're probably going to see this as being an off-white. I'm looking at the screen now, and I can see that this pick guard, it doesn't look much different on screen from the pick guard, but it's definitely a yellow. It's a touch more yellow than you would get in a vintage white.
Put them side by side.
Can we do this side by side? Yeah, here we go. I'll pull over here. All right. So
see how much more of
see
a
the
cream
difference?
it is?
Yeah.
And it's got a yellow hint.
Right.
That's if you were to look at that's a Telecaster color.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost a butterscotch kind of color.
I wouldn't.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe.
butterscotch.
No.
I would
That's
say
definitely a color I've seen in Nashville.
Yeah.
And it's a color you see usually that comes relic.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. You'll
Like,
see this. This is what they'll use instead of a vintage
Right.
white.
Again, back the fuck up. You're not, don't. This, I think this is going to be one of the nicer.
Okay. Here we go. Good thing I have tissues in my pockets.
Yeah, man. This really is. That's just the shit right there. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. Yeah. This is money. This is like,
yeah.
This is all bling right here.
Guitar stands.
This
I have no guitar
gold.
stands.
Can you tell that this is
bring
gold,
back
guys?
out, yeah.
Let me bring it back out.
All of my guitar stands are in my truck.
Yeah.
From the weekend.
Absolutely. We're working in a tiny space here, guys, so we're doing our best we can. But this looks
The gold top.
absolutely gorgeous. And this is a color for me that can go either way. If it's not done right, it doesn't look good to me.
Well, that's
But
why
this
I did
looks
that
right.
just for you, because you go either way.
Yeah, absolutely. Wherever the money's at.
Right.
So, yeah. We're going to try and get a little light on this. I hope you guys can see this. You know,
It's beautiful, man.
it is. I hope you guys can really get an idea of what this looks like.
Well, tonight you'll see the actual colors on the.
Yeah.
They're really, the pictures. They do it justice. On the website,
The
ones I have
roasting
up there.
on this neck looks great. I mean, the guitars are gorgeous. They really are. You guys know that, though, that Torsten, Tease guitars, they do their finishes right. And now they've just stepped it up another level. Okay? Come on.
Let me text.
One of the big things with this kind of finish, with a flake finish, is buildup around edges like this. And that's a common sight. You can find that on a lot of guitars that are high-end, that they just don't get rid of that because they get that metal buildup right there. You don't have that here. Okay? The finish is perfect.
It is perfect, bro.
It is perfect.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Not a blemish on it.
Not at all.
There never is.
It's a beautiful, beautiful guitar. The fit and finish on it is great. And I know once we sit down and play it, we're not going to want to put it down. Because that happens to me every time I put my...
I didn't want to put that down. When I tried the other ones, I didn't want to put them down.
Yep.
That was like playing butter.
So is that all 6 already?
Yeah, man.
Wow. Wow, guys. That's all 6. What do you think? Let me know your favorites, guys. I think the headstock on the gold just looks incredible. So, I think gold hardware would look good on this, but it don't need it. This is probably one finish that looks better with chrome than any other finish, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
What's that?
Like gold with the chrome. Some guitars just look like they threw chrome parts on them. You
I don't know, man.
But
I don't. Look,
these they don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well,
come on, really?
That's like color match perfect. Though.
Yeah, it is.
So, guys, what do you think? Let me see what we got here. I'm going to catch up with you guys now. CD Nelson says the roasted necks look fantastic. Salty says, and definitely a fan of the toggle versus PP, but that's mostly because I'm careless as hell.
No, you'll. There's
the
a
gold
big
has that classic relic vibe to it. Kinda, I can see that. Eldorado Gold, Salty says. I like that. Stephen Michaels, hello, sir. How you doing? Thanks for coming.
Steve is a shredder, bro. He can play guitar.
Yeah,
yeah. He came out. He came out Saturday to Stormville and just picked up. I gave him an Sbh and an ST1.
Yeah,
and some videos up on his not on his channel yet, but
I'll have to check out your channel, Stephen. Stephen says these all look killer, Torsten.
Thanks, man. They are.
They are. They're everything the last one was and a whole lot more. And I'm not just saying that because I'm here kissing his ass. I'm not. Salty thinks like I do. It would be the gold on the gold. Gold hardware on the gold would be the chef's kiss. And,
I wouldn't do that to that guitar.
I think
maybe aged
yeah.
gold, but not like that
So,
kind of bronzy one.
All right, guys, we've blown our load really quick here. 20 minutes in, 18 minutes in.
I'm texting
and you guys,
somebody that's supposed to come.
And you guys have seen all 6 colors.
They want to hear it, I'm sure.
So, yeah, actually, that would be a good idea. You want to plug in real quick, Torsten?
Yeah, I'll plug in real quick.
All right, cool.
Want me to put
Here,
those back
put
out there?
these back out here, man.
Yeah. And the red one's been fully set up, right? No. This is right out of the box.
No, I did I did some stuff, but they're still gritty. They're not going out like that, obviously, but
Right.
they're still gritty.
That red just looks so good.
Let's turn the coil split on.
TSA on camera setup and sound. Yeah, kind of like that. how much for Time Surfing Alien would like to know how much for a control panel.
Well, I don't have any control panels. They're all in guitars, so I guess
Right.
that would be $297.
We come with the guitar. Yeah, TSA. I guess that's your answer. You'd buy one for $297, and it comes with the guitar.
I just don't have. Yeah, we don't order parts. If we have any that are defective, that when I say defective, I guess I'd have to say shipping damage or something, because there's nothing wrong with them. They're not going to be defective.
Right.
I sat up last night for 4 hours and tried to kill the switch on that 11 one for the toggle switch. I must have hit that thing about 4,000 times.
Really, just kept flipping
And it's just sitting there, just doing this the whole time, trying to break it.
and it just won't go.
It just won't. Well, for the
Eventually.
4,000 time, everything goes eventually. You know what I
Right.
mean? But
So we got Albert Flores. Hello, Albert. These really are the absolute pinnacle of the Sbh-E guitars. No more improvement is possible with all that has been done with them. Albert, I agree. I absolutely agree. Sorry.
so we're gonna. I guess we'll.
There we go. Now you're rolling now. So, Andy coming?
You can get all the telly sounds you want out of this guitar. There's the so that's going to be here. We'll just do it this way.
Oh, CD Nelson says he heard some telequack.
What's that?
He thought he heard a little telequack.
No, there's a lot of it in there.
Yeah.
The guitar will get.
Yeah,
We had this conversation before we started playing. So my
Yeah.
our guitarist Andy is coming over today at some point. He was supposed to be here at 11, and he's a chicken picker. So and J-Man is the chicken picker. J-Man and I are working on something right now to where we're going to try to get one out to Canada to him, because he does chicken picking. So the sound of a telly, if I play a telly, and I'm talking about a Fender telly, you're gonna hear a tiny little bit, but nothing what the guitar is capable of. And it's the same with these guitars. You can get all kinds of
Thirsty. No biggie. Oh, wait. Oh, thanks.
I don't know how to do that style of playing, so I'm not going to be able to get that kind of shit out of it.
Well, it sounds great, and it looks great on you. Actually, you look better holding that guitar.
So, yeah, it's I wish you would show up like right now so you guys could hear him play. If not, well, either way, I'll put up a video later because he's going to come by. I kind of got him held hostage because he claimed that yellow guitar, and so if he wants that, he's gonna be doing some videos, and those are going to be like chicken picking, some heavy metal, some rock and roll, and some like theater type music, some beautiful maybe blues or jazz or something like that.
Right.
So we'll have videos coming out on these guitars, and I'm here to tell you that this is the one thing that everybody that knows me knows that I'm not going to tell you something that's not what it is. So these guitars, I still have to make them at Tease guitars, and the only thing I have to do to them, they have to be set up properly. I set that yellow one up properly, and I had to almost pry it out of Baby Boy Mulligan's hands because it just plays that buttery. It's really good. The new tuners that we have they're just so solid. I love the little things that I do, like these knurled knobs. That's a big deal to me. The little things matter to me. The coil split. So here, we'll do this, right? Let's. Did I leave that on? So we have the bridge position. Well, let's go from the neck to the bridge. That's the jump that I heard people complaining about. Well, first of all, there's a volume knob here. Okay, it's not an on and off switch. It's a volume knob. But let's do the same thing, right? Right.
There you go.
There you go. That's a little more manageable. I didn't do that for me. I did that for you. I really honestly did. This is not a you know, oh, let's do so. You know, this is what I want to do. I'm not full of ego. You guys tell me to do shit, and I listen, and then we do it. I will say that I did this for me, the pinwheel truss rod, and that's because this morning, if I look up my little windows here, I have polished 487,000 and change frets since I started doing this. This guy right here. That's how many frets I polished.
Wow.
You take about 2,800 guitars times 22 frets times 8 pieces of sandpaper. Whatever that math is what I've done. What I don't like to do is loosen all the strings, spread them all over the place, right? To do the truss rod. But that's what I have to do. I have to take those strings off and then to get the wrench in there and everything. So this, for me, this shaves off about a minute or two. And I don't have to retune the guitar just when I'm, you know, adjusting the truss rod, getting ready to set up your guitar for you before it goes out. That I did for me. This I didn't do for me because I don't ever play up here anymore, right? I don't get up here. But it does have that nice handshake, you know, that grip that everybody says, oh, if a guitar's got that, it's pretty good. And it's got a really nice cutout. There's videos on the old one. And I already call it the old one. You know, those sold out in what, 3 months. I will say this to you right now. I've gotten a lot of letters since we've been here, since not just this started, but since the last 2 days. I'm going to say I probably got about 50 chats on when can I order a red one, when can I order a silver one, and when can I order a green one, and a couple on the gold tops and things like that. But I only made 20 of each of these. So if you've got a color, and I know it's like, well, I don't want to pay for it now and wait till it gets there. Well, you can either do that, or and the reason that we do that, just so you know, so I know what kind of personnel to have in hand when you guys order these things. So I'm not sitting here wondering and waiting on, you know, what if everybody wants a setup, and what if everybody wants nines? Well, that's kind of nice to know, because I'm not going to buy 160 sets of nines and 160 sets of tens for 160 guitars, because that just doesn't make sense.
Right.
And that's how I'm able to keep the costs and things like that down. The same with the saddle screws, right? They cost money. So am I going to order? I'm going to order the minimum amount that I possibly can. You know, 160 times 12 saddle screws, that's a lot of saddle screws, man. It's like 2,000 saddle screws. If I can get away with buying 800 of those, that's what I'm going to do. So we know if it's a pro setup or not. So hopefully there's some method to, or an explanation to why I do things the way that I do. It's not because I need money, because I don't. It's because I save money by doing this. And when I save money, I can keep the cost down. So when I tell you about this guitar, I'm going to tell you something. The camera doesn't do it justice. When if you order one of these guitars and you take it off the box, you'll most likely do what I did. And I damn near nutted when I saw this guitar yesterday come out of the box. I'm not lying about it. It's just that pretty. Yeah. And it's not just pretty. It's beautiful pretty. Yeah. It's sexy. It's sleek. It's just, like I said, you hold it in the light, man. It just shimmies. It shakes. The CNC routing that they did on these guitars is flawless. There's no little lines or anything like that. There's no dents. There's no divots in it.
I've seen this guitar in pictures that you sent me for over like the last 2 months.
Yeah, it's not.
And what was my reaction when I came into the room?
Right, exactly.
My jaw dropped.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, it's just, it's
as good as it looks in pictures, as good as it looks on video, it looks a whole lot better in person.
It's just sexy.
It just grabs you.
When I go, first of all, RG and I just said, hey, I got to show you this, man. And we took off the control cabinet in one. And he goes, yeah, that's all Gavitt wiring. I said, yeah, but look, what don't you see? And he goes, what do you mean? And I said, is there even any powder in there? Is there any dust? There's not dust in the cavities of these guitars.
No. A lot of times you get they get a little rushed, and they leave some of that shavings in there, and they paint right over. Yeah. This was perfect.
Yeah, the neck joint. The neck joint thing in it's again, it's flawless. This neck pocket and the paint job on this guitar, I've seen worse on $1,500, $2,000 guitar. I promise you I have.
Yes, absolutely.
This shit it's just high and tight, man.
That's proper paint.
Yeah, and so what do you think? How much class does that Tease? I don't need my name, and everybody knows who Tease guitars. People are starting to know who Tease guitars are, right? And so, 30 minutes out. Andy's 30 minutes out. Well, if we don't last 30 minutes, then we'll just we'll do what we do, and we'll make a video when he does get here. But we'll have fun either way. But I love this guitar. I'm telling you right now, man.
Right.
I love it.
The best Tease guitar yet.
It really is. And now here's the other thing. So a lot of you guys are asking for rosewood fretboards on these guitars. And I've said this 1,000 times, but maybe I'll say it 1,001 times. You'll never see a roasted maple neck on one of these tellies, and you'll never see one on an ST1. You may see one on another guitar that we got coming out, but you won't see it on those two. So if you could do me a favor, and this is as close as you're going to get.
You said roasted maple. Did you mean rosewood?
Rosewood, sorry. Yeah, we're just still do rosewoods, but not on these two guitars because they sound great the way they are, and rosewood deadens the sound. And it's not by much, but it's enough. Okay, and so, and I'm not going to change like this pickup. This pickup has never been changed except for one time. It was way too hot. It was 15 something. We got it down to about 13.5. And then it stayed there because it sounds good. And not just little good. It sounds real good. It's a very versatile pickup. This neck pickup right here, this thing will get it too, man. It's a beautiful. I think Colton from Fretnot, he described it in the perfect word. He said, I don't have a word for it, but if I had to pick one, it would be dreamy. And that's kind of the deal with that. So when I take, and he took that, and I'm not going to call it an ugly guitar because it's by no means an ugly guitar. The Broad Street guitar. If you were to take the Broad Street guitar and you were to put this guitar in your hand, it wouldn't be a comparison. I can tell you right now. You just look at that and go, "This is and here's the thing, guys. $264 to $297. What is that?
$35,
$32, yeah,
something like that.
$32, $33 difference. And look at all the stuff that we put on here, right? The knobs, the coil splits, pinwheel truss rod, roasted maple necks. And here's what we didn't put on, but comes with the guitar. And the tariffs are paid, right? And the tariffs are paid,
right? And
we did that just like well, people are going, well, if it's a 55% tariff, how'd you get away with that? Well, we made a blanket purchase order with our company, with our factory. So we hope you guys buy them because I got to sell them. I got to sell a lot of them now, man.
Yeah. In case people need to know, a blanket order is basically you have a commitment to buy a certain amount of guitars over a certain amount of time.
Over 2 years, yeah.
And 2 years. Yeah, you have to commit to that.
In order to get the price, and if not, then I have a balloon payment at the end.
Yeah. So now it is up to the customers. They got to buy them.
It's up to you guys. And so
because you provided an epic guitar, that is probably the perfect telly style guitar, and to a lot of people.
I'll tell you. Okay, so our little SP1 guitars, right? SPR guitars, and I call them little guitars because they're just not this caliber of guitar. They're great guitars, and the reason I know that they're great is because out of over 100 of those that we got 3 weeks ago, right, that have gone out, we haven't gotten one back.
And you shouldn't get a single one back.
No, and we don't. But that's what I'm saying. Because and the reason, and you guys know, it's because we set them up right when we get every once in a while want to get by. I'm sorry. I try not to do that, but I'm human, man, and it does happen. And that's like really rare.
Yeah. Let me see what
Sorry
we got
about
here.
that.
Just want to check up on the chat.
I gotta show the puppy.
So, all right.
Say hello. Say hi, everybody.
Yeah. So we got Jim saying you should make a video of the guitar's process from arrival to set up to going out the door. I think we've kind of done that.
There's probably 20 of those up on Tease Guitars page. Yeah.
Yeah.
The processes of it.
I've been here I've come here and recorded the process a couple of times for the channel, and I'm sure Torsten's done the same.
Absolutely.
So if anybody wants to see that, please check out my channel. You'll find a couple of them there. You'll also find a lot of useful stuff, including a few more of those, at the Tease Guitars channel. All right.
We do show you the standard setup. There's one for the standard setup that everybody gets. There's one with the pro setup. that if you get it, if you pay extra for it, you'll get.
Right.
Thanks, Rob.
CD Nelson says, hey, if PRS can insist on their tuners, Torsten can insist on what next he wants. There you go.
Yeah.
Looking forward to comparing this directly to the last gen. This one is staying as is, but the old one might get modded. I can understand you saying that, CD Nelson, because there are differences now, and you're going to feel them when you get the new one. You're going to notice.
You're gonna want that coil split.
Yeah, you're going to want to add the coil split, and that's an easy one. I know that
That guitar
Just Generation X has done that mod.
But that guitar that he has is wired already. It's got the there's two wires when you take out the control panel that are wrapped in tape.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the wires for your coil split.
Oh, they're just sitting there. All you got to do is
all you got to do is you got to drill a hole. You got to buy this $9 switch, and you got to solder those two wires in it. That's it. There
you go, bro. There you go. It's ready to go and waiting for you. How's that? So the Tooth 77, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. The Pro setup is definitely worth it. I didn't have to do a thing to mine except a quick tune. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, that's 100% correct. CD Nelson responds by saying, "Sweet, yeah, man. Go check that out. Let me know how it turns out, CD."
All right, hang on. You got to do it right.
So here we go.
So that was with the coil split.
So yeah, of course you can the noise gates, the noise protection in the microphones is cutting out the audio from the guitar.
Excellent.
So
that's the way we had it planned, man.
Yeah.
We had it planned, man.
Yeah. It'll be on my channel, guys.
No, dude. Listen, you guys know I wouldn't steer you wrong. I'll just tell you this. This is a badass guitar. Man.
They know.
I know. I'm just telling you, dude. This is the shit right here. This is the nicest guitar.
Yeah, Torsten's gonna have to check my pockets before I leave today.
This is just it's just
it's going down his pant leg and up his shirt.
No, there's just no other way around it. These are
like guitar centipedes.
They're just sick, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
No, I mean they're just sick.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know what?
Nobody can say anything bad about that.
I'm almost tempted to let Ted get one of these just so he can pick it apart and go, "Damn it, there was nothing wrong with it."
and he'll spend 5 days doing
That's
it.
a hard thing to do, man. But I want you guys to know I'm not funning on Ted, man. I talked to Ted.
Ted's a great guy.
Yeah, I talked
Ted's
to him
absolutely
like
great guy. I love
I
Ted.
put the hamburger sticker on it because one time I was in the live and I said humbucker and my autocorrect said hamburger.
Right.
I put 2 hamburgers in the guitar, so we got to put some hamburgers.
Yeah, man, we got to put some hamburgers in there.
Then you can't say anything; it's all there.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
Right. So, guys, yeah, these are home runs, and I'm saying that after having an Sbh-E, and I love it. It's a great guitar. It's
So
a
there'll
go-to.
be on the
This
website. Yeah, on the website tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern, you can go on and just like with all of our pictures, you can actually zoom in. Like you guys can't see the wood grain on this stuff, and you can't see the fire on this rose. Look at this neck though. Like you guys didn't, you know, it looks like someone spilled coffee on it, but it's not. It's
Right, no,
burned in there.
it's the grain.
Bring that close to my camera. My camera's got a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got better definition.
It's just got a really nice grain to it.
Yeah.
You know, and then the headstock is just stupid. And this was Andy's idea, the T.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
that was I think the right thing to do.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Tease looks good, but the T,
Yeah, that looks
it's
better.
kind of classy. It's a little subtle.
We do have the new boxes though. I don't know if there's one in there. There's one out there with the
Yeah.
It's got
a whole bunch of boxes here. We got boxes everywhere.
we've been. I mean, I already showed you. I'm behind 8 guitars. I should be putting together guitars right now, and I'm not. Yeah, but there's the new. And these come double boxed if you look on our Facebook page. But we put the new logo up there, which is kind of, I like it, you know.
And that's a sturdy box. That's the same box the ST1 came in, right?
Did you not see what?
I could stand on that box.
Look, dude, you're eating a couple of burgers before you got here. I could stand on that box,
Yeah.
but yeah, no.
Yeah.
So I was on Johnny Bean TV the other day, and we both walked on the boxes that had guitars before he took the guitar even out of the box. And he was like, yeah, no. They're excellent boxes.
Yeah, they really are.
That's another thing too. The ST1 came in those boxes, and we shipped those single box. Not one UPS claim on them.
Yeah, and you don't have a lot of extra stuff in there. Some companies put a lot of extra stuff in there. You just use the box right.
Well, I use the gig bag.
Box.
I use the gig bag as padding.
Yeah.
By the way, it's really not a gig bag. I just don't have another name for it. It's literally for so it doesn't your guitar doesn't get damaged in shipping. And it's great for when you're taking it out to, maybe go take it to the shop and have some string change or something like that. Yeah. But if you
not necessarily
throw that thing down on the ground, it's not going to protect it at all. Your shit will get damaged.
Yeah, it's not gonna, it doesn't have any padding on the bottom or anything like that. It's a good bag.
It works
and
it protects your guitar
for including with the guitar.
And it does protect your guitar.
Yeah, and there are companies out there doing less. So, but yeah, who we got here?
You guys got any questions for me? Not just on this guitar, but anything at all?
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Ted's in the room. Hey, Ted. Ted says, I figured. Welcome back, Ted.
Don't watch the rewind, Ted.
I guess Ted says you're too late. We bought them all. I think that's about the hamburgers, but I'm not sure. Salty's joking. He says Ted will put a pure tone jack on it. When we pre-order, they should include the tracking link for the ship.
They do.
So we can obsessively refresh the screen over and over.
No, that's on our Facebook page. I do that.
Oh, there you go, CD Nelson.
I do that with every time we do a pre-order. It's up on our Facebook page. The name of the ship is up there, and you go. I'll give you the link.
You sent me the label for when these.
Dude, I sat there the first time that I tracked the first shipment coming from China. It was slow shipping. It was 55 days. We do 30-day express shipping now. It's 55 days. And my wife walks in the room because I'm like just sitting there watching. First of all, the boat, it's about 3,000 miles, and the boat does 14 knots, which is like 16 miles an hour, just so you know. So it's not going anywhere fast. But I was up all night watching that, and she goes, wouldn't you much rather be in bed with me? That's what it took for me to lose the obsession of tracking cargo ships, right? Because I was doing it, man. I was doing it 2-3 weeks in a row, up all night, one eye open, cup of coffee, going, man, has it moved yet?
Hurry the fuck up.
Yeah, no, we do that though. We do. It's always on. If you go down in the Facebook link, you'll. I may have taken those down, but
well, CD Nelson says, awesome. I needed something new to obsess over.
Yeah, that's it right there.
It's definitely on the Facebook page. And he's got a question for you, Torsten. How did the one-off prototypes that were sent to Fretnot come about?
Well, so we're working on. It's not that I sent. The black prototype is one that we had done about a year ago, and we thought we could make it better. And this is just. I don't want to blow anything that Rob's going to do, but I like the single quad rail better than I like the double quad rail. I like the way the double quad rail looks better than I like the way the single looks.
Yeah, see, I like the way the single humbucker looks.
And I do too. And so one of them we tried. And the other thing too, we're not done with that yet. We just sent it out. We wanted them to try it because it's going to be a high gain guitar. However, I played that guitar clean for you guys, and it sounds marvelous.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, no, it's a really good sounding guitar for clean too. But even though it's got 2 quad rails in it, it's only got 1 push-pull, and it's got an actual Switchcraft 3-way Les Paul switch.
Okay.
Right? So you can split both coils.
Right.
And you can play in the middle. So you've got like 7 or 8 different tones out of one guitar.
It almost sounds like you have a single coil mode and a humbucker mode.
You have exactly what you have. Right.
So you got 2 singles or 2 doubles?
We got 1 volume knob.
It's 2 humbuckers.
1 volume knob with a coil split and a 3-way toggle to go from neck to neck bridge and to bridge humbucker, just like that. So
Right.
Yeah, we'll just see how it comes. So here, what happened was, I think that the neck pickup in that guitar, a lot of people think that we route those guitars just for routing purposes, and so you can do drop-ins and stuff like that. When you have a big old cavity in there, it changes the vibrations of the pickups. Right. So you're gonna get a unique tone out of our. If you put the same pickups out in my guitar, in an SSS guitar, same wood, same body, but a different route, you would get a noticeably different tone out of that guitar, because the vibrations, as they go through the pickups in the cavities, they're bouncing around in there.
And I can attest to that, because I have an SS1.
Right.
And I have the guitar that I built.
Right.
The Black Beauty that I built.
Right.
With the SS1 pick guard.
Right.
And there's a difference.
That's what I'm saying. It's just it's a totally different thing. So and that's one of the reasons that this has a lot of sustain. This guitar right here has 17 seconds of sustain. Is a long time to have sustain in a guitar. But a lot of that's due to the route and the positioning of the pickups, where they're actually at. It's not some bridges won't work on this, right? If you want to get another bridge, there's one other kind of bridge that you can get that'll fit, like without having to drill, without having to do anything to it. So but yeah, I'm real happy with this guitar. I'm real happy with all of our guitars, but this is just my newest nut, right? It just is. And I just so you guys know, man, this is my go-to guitar right here, man. This is my go-to guitar. You know, this is the Wicked White. Just a great guitar. I love it. It's got spilt coffee all over it and everything else, man. It's dirty. It needs to be clean, but I play this thing every day.
It's a great guitar.
Yeah, I love that guitar.
It's a great guitar. You might have a new favorite.
You know what? But that's the thing. That guitar is just that's my. I took that guitar to on vacation to South Carolina, and I played it on the beach, and I mean it's I've had it for, well, I've only had it for what, 6 months now, 7 months. But when I picked that particular guitar up, it just felt right. That was the one.
It just said, "I'm yours, Torsten."
I picked that one up, and that wasn't the one. This is the one, though. I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's how it was for me.
This is the one. Yeah.
The other one played better because you set
it does play better.
But
it just grabs you, man. And that's the thing about guys like us. So there is nobody in this room right now that's gonna. No one's gonna call any of us three and say, "Hey, are you guys free to play the amphitheater this Friday?" Right? That's not gonna happen. Right? No one's gonna call. So we have to have something that draws us to it in order for us to get better and for us to enjoy it. That's kind of the deal with guitar players. Guitar players, we grew up in most of us anyways, a lot of us. I'm not going to categorize anybody. We're all old fucks though. Let's just realize it. And or getting there if we're not there yet. And we grew up, gravitating towards that loud, that rock and roll, that just going to concerts and playing 8-track tapes through horrible speaker systems, and we couldn't,
6x9.
Yeah, we like this guitar. I really got excited when I saw this guitar. But I remember the first time I had the stereo that came in the case with the little push button glass door with the dual cassettes on it and a turntable and all that spot for records down there, dude. That's how, I remember that excitement. I get this excitement with this guitar, and that's what I'm looking for. So I have a feeling that I'm going to be playing a lot more, and I play a lot, but I wish I could play more, but I work real hard, man. This guitar will draw you to it. I'm going to tell you that right now, man. It's a player. It's gorgeous. Is there more questions that I can ramble on?
Yeah, we got a few comments here. Let's see. Well, let's see. Jade Guitars entered the room. Hello, Jade. CD Nelson says that's crazy amount of sustain. Same thing from Cream Puff. Thanks for the insight on the quad rails from CD Nelson. Great take. Getting the one Tease I already have inspired songwriting for the first time in a long time. Looking forward to seeing what this one does.
Yeah, man.
Jade agrees with you too. We do like pretty things, and And C.D. Nelson saying, yeah, and then we like the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
that's how we all are.
Bro, I've been married. This is my 6th one, so I get it.
Yeah, Albert says, I admit that I have a Sire S7 that I bought a few months before I discovered Tease guitars, and I play the Tease much more than my Sire.
Sire's a really nice guitar, man.
That Sire's a nice guitar.
Very nice.
And yeah, so that says a lot about what you got here.
Well, like I said, man, you know, no matter, and I can guarantee you that your Sire was set up properly when you got it, because that's what they do. But you know, there's a big giant cost difference in that too.
Sure.
And because we're old, and I'm going to call myself a mooch, I'm proud of my $200 shit, man. I don't know about you.
Right? Yeah. I might have a hard time reselling some of my stuff because of low value. But you know what?
Did you see what I put up on Facebook? A first generation $129 ST1 is at Guitar Center for $119 right now in Wisconsin.
Really?
Yeah. How much money are you going to lose on a $200 guitar?
I guess. Yeah. I guess. You know,
I sold my $1,200 American Performer, right, for $800.
Yeah.
That's a $400 hit.
Yeah.
If I took that Gretsch right there, I paid $800 for that right now. I couldn't give it away for $400.
Percentage-wise, it's not a huge, like when you talk about the financial.
The dollars.
I
was in the car business for a long time, and people would always say, I don't want to lease it, I want to own it. Okay, well, you never owned a car in your life because the bank has always owned it. You keep turning it in early, so you keep earning more than what it's worth. So what you pay for when you're leasing a car is the price of the car and what the residual value of the car is, however long you have it. If you have it a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever that difference is, that's what you pay.
Right. You're paying for that value.
You're paying for the difference. So let's say you buy a $300 guitar. And let's say in 3 years, you sell it for $125.
Did you get one?
You spent $175 to play a guitar for 3 years. That's pretty. Buy a $175 guitar. I mean, you know what I mean? That's,
you'll spend that much more money on it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna put 75 at least into it.
Yeah.
At least. And that's low end.
That's a Guitar Center setup. You know, I mean, like, you know, Andy does a lot of setups and stuff for us, and he charges like I think 60 for electric.
Well, that's actually a good deal too.
It is a good deal.
It is a good deal because most guys get $150 or more.
Yeah. And especially in the city. So
yeah. So we got Fret Knots in the house. What's up, Fret Knot? We like both of them. They are different, but that's a good thing. That's the price of a Tease loss. Going to TSA, times of an alien. I feel like options in the 3/4 market are so sparse. Not sure I follow Salty.
Now he'll be here in about 10 minutes.
Okay, Andy's coming?
Yeah, he'll be here in about 10 minutes.
Right? Okay, guys. So
then you guys can actually hear the guitar.
Yeah. Well, if the mic. Well, no, we'll just.
Can we do another mic?
I'd have to back out and go back in and set it up so that it was just on like the webcam mic. I can do that. We'll basically have to refresh. It'll be like we got kicked out of the room and come back. And
so we'll have to leave for a second, or
we'll have to leave
and start a new.
And start it. No, it's just basically a refresh. But when I refresh, I'll just be giving. I get an option to choose a different microphone.
All right. Well, I'm going to turn my shit on so I can get it.
I'll tell you.
All right.
I'll tell you one thing. This guitar right here, I have a $500 Squire Carbonita with 2 P90s.
So.
And this blows it away. Blows it away. It is 2 or 3 times the guitar what I bought. Right. It's $500.
You want me to do that? And back out.
Yeah, he'll be here in 10 minutes. Can you guys hang out and we'll ask your audience there?
All right, guys. We're gonna have Andy here in a few minutes. If you guys want to hang out, if not, we're
just gonna change mics.
Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up so that the lapel mics aren't gonna be being used.
Yeah, I'm gonna smoke.
All right. So in order to do that, I got to back out real quick and pick a new microphone set up for the laptop. All right. So.
That yellow looks like an antique yellow.
When Andy gets here, I'll do that when Andy gets here. All right, we got about 10 minutes for Andy. So in the meantime,
yeah, I know. That's why I bought 50 black pick cards.
Let me see what we got here. Let me hang out with you guys a few minutes. What do you guys think about what you've seen so far?
That's the color.
All right, yeah. JMK.
That's what I said. You see him in
an Esquire. You mean something with just one pickup in the bridge? Let me ask. All right, Jade, what did you order? You say you can't wait to get your Tease guitar. What did you end up ordering? You got an ST1 on the way? I guess, right? So, all right. So maybe I'll put my ass on camera for a minute. Okay. All right. My first time holding this one, guys. It feels nice. Yeah. Right out of the box, this is nice. The action's crazy low. Sounds good. It sounds good in single coil. Now it's in humbucker. Nice. So, anybody else got questions for Torsten while we're waiting on Andy? David, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Okay, JMK, you were talking about an Esquire. One of these has an Esquire. Okay. So Torsten comes back in the room. We'll pose that question. And Salty's asking, are there long-term plans to expand into more body types? Maybe carved tops, hollow bodies, or into higher price brackets? Good question. As soon as he comes back in the room, we'll start asking. It's hard not to order one. I've got $7K saved for a car. It's damn hard not to order a Tease. Congratulations on saving that much money, man. Congratulations. I agree with you. It's definitely going to be hard for me not to pull the trigger and buy one of these. And I'm saying that because I have to have a red one. I have to. And I think the only way I can really guarantee that is to buy one, right? So I might have to pull the trigger and actually buy a guitar. Heaven forbid. But I can't think of a better thing to pull the trigger on to buy.
Like the ST1s are a little harder just because they have floating trims and shit. But what, a tuner?
Yeah, you heard that too, huh?
Yeah. It's got brand new strings on it, brand new guitar.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, pocket tuner. It still sounds great even though it's not in tune.
No, it doesn't. That's good. Good.
Off a little.
So it wasn't a guitar after all, it was you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Making up his
fat
own
fingers. G. Always the G string. The B. Good tuners. Come on.
There you go.
It plays like butter. It really does.
That's not even the setup.
I know. It plays awesome.
Can
It's
you
great.
can they hear that?
I didn't set the mic up yet.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't playing too loud, so I don't think that was going to cause.
Can they hear it at all?
Guys,
right now.
actually, yeah, that's it. Guys, can you hear that? Yeah, maybe we don't have to do anything. Were you able to hear that well, or was that being cut out by the microphone? Was the microphone cutting out? Let's see what we got here in the meantime. We got a couple.
They can hear it. That's good.
Yeah, cool. Okay, great. So maybe we just don't have to worry so much about cutting out then.
Let me see something here. I'm gonna.
Here.
Is Tom here? Tom is here, isn't he? Tom Rasmussen.
I didn't see the name on the list. Is Tom Rasmussen
Yeah,
in the
he
house?
is
We got
here.
23 people here. We got 14 likes. Guys, if you're liking these guitars, man, hit that like button, please. All right. It helps out the channel. All right. And not for nothing, but everybody should be hitting that like button. These guitars are absolutely ridiculously good. Come on, look at that. That's right out of the box. We got a couple questions for you, Torsten. You want to answer? You want to? Okay, great. So let's see. Let me pull them back down here. Salty Cream Puff had a good one. JMK 2112 wants to know if you're going to be building an Esquire style guitar soon. One pickup telly.
A one pickup telly.
No. One pickup telly with a bridge.
No.
No. JMK, sorry.
Not in the plan.
Yeah, not in the plans. A one pickup single cut 2. Oh, JMK likes his juniors. He's asking about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. So right now, our company's we're 3 years old.
Right.
And that's what we are. You know, we're a small company.
Right.
Introducing new products for us it's a very scary thing, and I'll tell you why. I did left-handed guitars, and those were I lost my ass on them. Do you know that the guitar costs X amount of dollars? Do you know what it costs to warehouse a guitar? If you have a guitar for 6 months, it costs more than what the guitar costs. So that's kind of the deal with it. You know, I have to be 100% certain. And so, like, left-handed guitar players are what 1% of the guitar community, right? Then I look at how many 3/4. You know, well, if you made them, you'd sell them. That's what I thought. It just doesn't work that way. I've got to have a big market. We're only selling like 4 guitars a day now, right? And we've got a huge customer base for those guitars that we sell.
Right.
If I were to introduce something new, it would have to be like new technology or something that everybody loves. Just because here's the honest part about this. I can't afford it.
Right.
I can't afford to do that. It's too big of a risk for me to. If I take, let's say I took $20,000 and I turned that $20,000 4 times a year. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what am I making? I'm making $80,000 if I turn it 4 times a year, right?
Right.
Less.
80 on 20.
But I'm putting out. So I make 20, and then I end up making 20. So I double my money every time I do that. That's if everything goes 100% perfect and we sell out of those guitars in 3 months. If I don't sell those guitars in 3 months, then that 20 turns into 15 because the bills don't stop.
Right.
Right. The inventory is still there, and the bills in the warehouse still gets it. All that has to be paid. Everything else has to be paid.
Right.
So now the 20 is now 15. So now imagine instead of 3 months, I took the 20 and it's 15. So, and it took me 6 months to sell. Well, then I'd only make 10. And again, that's if everything went perfect.
Right.
If everything didn't go perfect, now I'm looking at putting out 10 to make 5.
Right.
Let's say that it doesn't take 6 months. Let's say it takes 9 months. Now I'm breaking even.
Right.
Let's say it takes a year.
Now you're losing money.
Now I'm losing 5,000.
Right. And this doesn't even take into account any of the problems you might have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's that's kind of the deal with that. So it just kind of it's scary for me to introduce new product right now until we get a much bigger base. And when I say that, we're pretty much doubling our base every year. So right now, I think we're probably sitting at around 3,000 units out. Not for sure, but it's probably a little more than that. Or it'll be at least that, by the end of this run here, we're really close. And then we've got time for 2 more runs this year. So, that'll be good. We'll be able to double our remember, I started doing this 3 years ago with 19 site visitors. And today, 19 a week.
Right. Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah, 19 a week. And let's see.
So
yesterday we had 928, 953, 307, 530, 731, 1200, 970. So our customer base is definitely bigger, but it's still not big enough because, so just so you guys know, for everybody that goes to our website, 0.5% buys a guitar.
Right. It's a very, very low number.
So for every 1,000, it's a half a guitar. That's typically, what they should be. We're not at that. For every 1,000 that we get, we sell 4 or 5 guitars.
Which is great.
Because because of what you guys say in your comments and what you say on the live streams and what you say. This is not, I still haven't spent any money on advertising. This is all thanks to you guys. I owe my business, I owe to you. That's why these $600 guitars are still $300. And they,
Right.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'd pay $600 for that guitar all day long. If I were to walk into a store and pick it up and play it, I'd be like, okay, yeah.
The way this guitar is, if someone told me they paid $900 for it,
I wouldn't
flinch. I wouldn't think they got a bad deal.
No, not at all.
You know,
not at all.
I wouldn't. And that's not me sitting here saying that because I'm here with you.
No, well, you guys know you've bought our guitars. A lot of you know.
So we got. I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have. So I think that also answers Salty Cream Puff's question. Salty Cream Puff was wanting to know, are there any plans for future body styles in the future?
There are. Tease Guitars is going to have its own body style, and again, that was part of the 5-year plan, and we got another 2 to go. We'll introduce a guitar when our customer base should be big enough, because when you buy a guitar, you're welcomed into the Tease Guitar family, right? So
right. Well, that's the whole point of getting an ST1. Right.
So when we welcome you into the family, well, we add new units to the family too, right? And you guys welcome those new units. If I were to have 19 people a week come on my website and I introduced a guitar that wasn't traditional, I'd be sitting on however many of those guitars I bought for, I can guarantee over a year before I sold them, right?
Right.
Because I don't have the customer base.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
There's marketing. A lot of people ask us about double cut LPs and things like that. We're an American company. The other companies that are making those, they're not American companies.
Right.
And the ones that are American companies are getting sued. I'm about staying out of court. I really am, man.
Right.
Something like that. That's
right. Well, the biggest reason to do the body styles, you have like the Telly style and the S style. Fender didn't protect those; they protected their head style,
right,
as their iconic thing.
Exactly.
So the bodies are readily available for people to use exactly as they are.
Exactly.
It's not the same with other companies.
Nope.
So that's why you're going with these. It makes the most sense.
We've got a Super Strat coming out. That's going to be a Super Strat, kind of a Charvel Jackson-ish type of deal. You guys will dig it. That's in the works right now. That'll be out by the end of the year.
Told me some other things. I'm not.
But we've got some stuff coming out, and I think you guys will like them.
Yeah.
And then when we do I already know what the body looks like on this new guitar. That it'll be a Tease body style. It's a nice looking guitar.
Okay. So. Yeah. Cool. Let me see what else we got here. You were asking about what's his name? Rasmussen? He showed up.
I was looking for something over here.
Let me just find out where I am here. What's his name? Mitchell or Michael Rasmussen?
You guys talk for a second while I find that.
I'm just trying to find. Thomas Rasmussen.
Yeah, Thomas.
Yeah.
I was looking to see.
Okay, Thomas. When do we get to see the Torsten signature guitar? Something with a hardtail and 200 twin humbuckers, or maybe some crazy P90s. All love to the Tease family. Thank you, Thomas.
Oh,
okay,
Thomas. I will tell Thomas this: that Thomas is going to be in the drawing.
Thomas is going to be in the drawing
for the contest. Yeah,
for the contest. Oh,
he will be.
Oh, okay. Thomas, so one of his ideas, one of his names got in the drawing.
It's because I'm old and because I don't know, man. I'm not gray yet, but I call it chrome. You came up with the name Silver Fox, and I absolutely love that name for that silver guitar. I think it does it. I believe. Hang on, let me just check if I get you all excited. But
yeah, man, I don't know though. I'm looking at the green, and as much as I love the red, the green looks great too, man. Come on, guys.
That's what it is, Silver Fox. So you're entered into the drawing. I like the green too. Don't get it twisted, man. I think that the green, if somebody were to put a black pickguard on there too, that's nice looking.
Sure.
The gold one would be nice with a black pickguard. They would all be nice with a black pickguard.
Sure.
So here, I kind of thought ahead on this deal too. So most people order our guitars with pro setups. They just do. Most of them do.
Oh, you might as well.
You don't have to, but it's well worth the $50 if you do. If you get a pro setup and you want us to do a pickguard swap, we'll include a black pickguard on a white guitar or a white pickguard on a black pickguard guitar. And and we'll install that. And they're the same 3-ply pick guards, really good pick guards, installed with the pickup swapped out for $25 additional. And that's not bad. So I have to wait for the pick guards to come in, which should probably arrive right around the same time that the guitars do. So that'll be a cool thing too. So you can kind of mix it up a little bit if you want. If you want,
Okay.
and if you don't want to do that, I'll throw it in the box for like $15. And just so you know, that's what it is. It's $15. I'm not selling pick guards.
Right, but you're gonna give people the option like Gibson sometimes
I
does.
just got the name for the yellow.
Yeah, it's already picked. Yeah,
I was gonna say yellow cream.
yeah. No, that was already on there. I passed on that one.
So yeah, that was.
You guys came up with some names. There were some funky ones in there, I got to tell you. So,
All right, CD Nelson,
Baby Boy Mulligan said that that yellow guitar, if you look at a picture of Keith Urban's guitar, that's what that guitar looks like. The Relic one that he plays on. That's the same color as that guitar.
Okay. Yeah. That actually is. That actually is. Yeah.
One of his men.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's got to thank Vitelli's. I was watching him on YouTube recently. He bought one, and a guy he was going to take it to somebody to put paisley on it, and the guy looked at it. It was like it had been painted like shitty, like someone painted over, and he's like, "Wait," cleans it off. It's got a paisley on it. It's a true Fender paisley. It was like only like one of 100 made. So yeah, but anyway, red is all right. CD Nelson loves the red. Ted talks yellow or white. I think Ted. I think you like this creamy yellow.
I think so too.
I think so. Ted. I think Ted.
So too. I think that's Ted.
Yeah,
that is Ted.
Ted with a black pick guard. I think that's Ted.
Yeah. You know why though? Because it wouldn't show the reflection of his head. That's. I'm fucking with you, Ted. I know he's laughing too. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, Ted's a great guy.
We can take it.
Hey, I'll come down and set it up and put a couple of hamburgers on it for you.
Okay, yeah, Ted came in late, so he rewound to look at the colors. First color name reveal is nice. CD Nelson is celebrating the first color name reveal. Might have to bail before the rest. No problem, CD. It's good having you. Appreciate you being here. Don't get fired for us, okay?
Yeah, you can always replay this. He'll be back. Should be here in a minute.
Ooh, TSA is already asking about the next shipment of ST1s.
Yeah, we've already ordered them.
They're already ordered. How's that? So that's what, 3 months?
It actually, a little less than 3 months. They'll be here. Yeah.
Nice. So there's a chance you might not. Well, no, the STs. I was just thinking.
The ST1s will probably be gone.
Yeah,
like in a month, and we'll be out of them for a month, but we'll have them back in.
Yeah. Initially, I thought maybe that you might not have time to sell out, but they're just going too fast.
Yeah.
They're just because they're great. They really are. They really are great. So, what else we got here, guys? Say, Ted says that was Brad Paisley. Okay, TSA is right. Brad Paisley, yes. Hi, puppy. How you doing? We got Torsten's puppy in here. I think. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Ted says yellow or white are his favorites. Yeah, absolutely. The vintage white. Well, it's the creamy yellow. Definitely, Ted. I think that's you. That's got you all day. I think that's you all day. I'm over here trying to reach across the camera, guys. So sorry. I might have to. All right. So Brad is his fave. That was Brad. Okay. Jade Guitar says if you have a green one, then you should name it Jade.
Well, I would almost agree with you, but
there you go.
Who did? I think.
There you go, Jade Guitars.
There you go. There's your Jade right there. There you go. Jade, I'm going to be sending you a guitar soon to paint. All right?
That's a pretty green, though, isn't it?
It's a great green.
British more blue, but
it's British racing green done with candy.
It's got, all these sparkly guitars, they have a candy coat to them. They all just do.
Yeah. It's not like you're just throwing a hard color over their candy colors.
It's double the metal in all these.
Yeah, and they look great.
They do.
We got more responses here. Jade's like, I can't wait. Red and TV yellow are my faves. Oh, JMK's already calling the TV yellow.
There you go.
An American flag telly. He was like an American flag.
That, you know what? I was thinking about doing that. I really was. But
Yeah.
Firefly does that.
Yeah, they've done that. And
A lot of people have done that.
Festly does it, but they put theirs upside down and disrespect the flag.
Oh,
So,
okay. I didn't
yeah,
know
so
that.
I'm not even going to buy a Festly again.
Oh, okay.
But that's just me.
Yeah, I was going to do that. We were thinking about. No, I'm serious about it. We were thinking about doing a Navy one, like a Navy, the blue and gold, or for Air Force or Navy, and then something like that along those lines too.
Oh yeah. I'd say to you, I have to go crazy.
That's what I'm saying. If you guys saw what Justin did to an ST1, he put the blue and the gold kit on there, and a black pick guard.
Yeah.
Oh, that was stupid, man. That's just a nice looking guitar.
I didn't like the black pick guard. I didn't disagree with the
I think it all came together nicely.
The like the Geiger tuners. I thought they looked good on it. I think like Pearloid pick guard, gold hardware.
I don't know. I'm not a big Pearloid guy.
Yeah. Well,
it's too close to hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
I think for me, it's just the regular white and the regular black. They're always on the inexpensive guitars. You know what I mean? And so for me, it just like changes it up a little bit. It makes it a little more livelier to go from white to the Pearloid.
What do you guys think of our pick guard? Do you like the 3-ply pick guards?
Yes, I do.
I do too.
That's a good question for you guys. What do you think about the pick guards on the Tease guitars? You like the 3-ply pick guards? I prefer
a lot of those other companies. They just use single-ply pick guards. I think those are cheesy.
Yeah, I think they look like garbage.
Well, they feel kind of like shit.
Yeah, I don't even think it's the same kind of plastic.
Like these only have 5 screws on them,
right?
So I couldn't get away with even putting that in. You'd see air in there and everything else. You know what I mean? So
right, but
I like the 3-plies.
Thomas Rasmussen says 3-plies are excellent. CD Nelson tends to agree with us. He says single ply is cheap. Salty loves the pick guard.
It's easy to cut though.
I got a red. I have a red telly. It's not.
What about
not quite that red that I built? And I put a black pick guard on it, and it looks amazing.
Yeah. JMK asks a question. JMK 2112 is curious to know about colors: desert sand or olive green.
So here,
you did that one color that was close.
This is it right here.
Right.
So I think I'm going to bring this one back. Right. This is the Mocha Burst.
Okay. Oh yeah, absolutely, guys.
It's a Copper Road kind of mocha.
Yeah, that's better than
all right. Think about a tobacco sunburst with done candy. That's basically what this is.
Yeah, that's a nice looking guitar.
I love this finish.
Yeah.
When I saw this on your wall, Torsten, I was like, son of a bitch.
It's like a golden.
It's a mocha. It's like a mocha.
Yeah, it's right. Golden red versus it's literally like the shimmy of a cup of cappuccino.
So we're gonna bring that one back though.
Definitely. That's good. That one you should bring back because that one
color.
Everyone's gonna see that as being a tobacco sunburst, and then they're gonna get close.
Right.
And then they're gonna be like, oh, I have to have that.
Oh man.
Yeah, Telly's coming that color.
So
they do.
The Tooth 77 says it's like toilet paper. The more plies, the better. CD Nelson loves the finish on that one. I think that's gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. We sold a lot of those. We really did.
That color's got to come back.
People who talk, they were like, oh, the guitar, and they're like, but I love the color. You know what I mean? Because those are the first generations right there too. Yeah. That's when our tuners they weren't good.
Right.
These tuners on these guitars now are just they're stupid crazy.
Yeah. We've got a few people saying the same thing. David saying nice copper color.
Yeah.
JMK 2112 is saying that's the tits.
Right.
Thomas Rasmussen, that copper needs to return now.
Yeah.
Exclamation point.
Yeah, instead of the black on the outside too, we're gonna go with a chocolate brown.
You know, I thought I saw a Fender done that.
They did.
I think they stole that real quick. They did that. They got a small run. Yeah. I saw pictures of one like that. That was a Fender.
You'll see a lot of colors that we do on
other guitars. After I saw that.
Yeah, I don't do. I'll show you. I don't mind showing you guys.
All right. Turn now. Yeah. Single ply aluminum. Jade's calling for a single ply aluminum pick guard.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. So here's just so you guys know, I picked these colors, all of these colors, right?
Right.
with PMS colors. This takes like 2 days.
Yeah. After a while,
Just
you're
to
looking
pick
at
colors.
shade-
Yeah,
and-
you're
and-
just, and you kind of got to guess. But if you look at, like, there's the yellow. Is that the yellow we got on our screen? That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
What about the red? There's the
Yeah.
green, right?
Yeah.
There's the green. There's the gold.
Right. So you find these and you just send them the swatches, the digital
I
swatches.
send them the PMS color, Pantone
color
matching
code.
system, the
color
color code, and then they mix it up to me. But then, I don't know. I'll
international, right?
I'll tell you this,
Yeah.
that our next run of tellies, most likely, I'm about 80% sure that they'll be made out of alder. The bodies
Okay.
will be.
Nice.
Right.
Now I like older because of the grain.
Well, that's why I want to do it, because I want to make a wood.
Something that has
Telly.
the grain finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
So
beautiful.
clear-
A real
Real
butterscotch.
Yeah, that would be beautiful.
And we can do a blonde. There's all kinds of stuff we can do with that wood in there. Do you know what I mean? With the good wood. Because if you do something with popular, or especially like basswood, it'll look like crap.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
a
I know,
nice
I tried.
alder.
I tried once doing a shellac on one.
Yeah.
And it didn't come out great.
Ted likes the idea of alder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I do. I think
I'll tell you
alder
right
is
now
great.
that
alder's a great wood.
I know, but it doesn't sound any different.
No, I
You
don't.
can,
I don't-
anyone can argue with me until their cows go home,
No.
and I'll put in. We'll do this.
Yeah.
I'll go to a studio with a computer monitor
Mhm.
that does that,
Yeah.
and you'll see that it's going to take a computer monitor with that sensitivity
It's
in
so
order
really
to
difference.
even tell if there is
Yeah.
a difference.
Yeah, it's going to be so minuscule. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I tend to disavow most of the tone wood nonsense.
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
entirely disagree with the idea that you can improve the quality of a guitar with the right type of materials,
You-
like
you-
like,
I'll-
like,
you
like
know
a
what?
bone, like a
No,
bone nut or a
here's the
brass
deal.
nut,
No, you can't.
brass block.
You can't.
Those
The
things.
wood in an acoustic guitar
Yeah.
is the most important thing on the guitar.
Absolutely, yeah, because you're building the sound.
There
sheet.
you go.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you're,
But when you got a slab on here,
Right.
it's a whole different story.
it doesn't really.
Like, so I give someone like Paul Reed Smith all the credit in the world for doing the obsessive things he does,
Mhm.
because he does find those little things that will improve the guitars a little bit, and it helps the collective quality of guitars go up.
Do you know who else
But
does that?
90% of guitar work, 90% of every guitar is identical. You know what I mean? As far as like the output and everything
Yeah.
it does, it's the minor little details, and then they will add up to make something that's greater than the sum of its parts in the best situations.
You know who does
In ideal
that?
situations. Besides PRS, no.
Me.
Okay,
What
right.
the fuck is wrong with you?
That's it. I'm
I do
fired.
that.
That's it, I'm
So
fired.
so here's the deal on that. Like, you guys don't know this, right? You guys don't know this, but like
Yeah.
these little knobs here, you think that's a big deal. There's this route right here is different. This single coil route, this humbucker route is different. Okay.
Right.
And it's different because the wire feed hole is bigger now.
Oh, so it doesn't just run like right there.
No, from here to here.
Oh, from here to here.
From here to here.
Okay, so
Right.
that's not the
From
small
here to here.
channel anymore.
So what happens is, so they had this little tiny thing, this little tiny hole up at the top, and then the wire would fall down. And then when you went to raise your pickups, right, here's what would happen. You would screw it down
And you would
on
pinch,
top of the wire.
and pinch
And
the
then
wire.
you go, well, you didn't ground this guitar. And I'm like, well, you moved the pickups, right? And they're like, yeah, I did. Okay, well, you smashed the wire. They're like, oh, okay. And then they fix that. And
Right.
it's an easy fix, but it's still
Right.
a pain in the ass.
And it's one of those things you wouldn't normally think of.
You
unless-
wouldn't normally
unless
think
you
of it.
Or someone who builds
Right.
guitars all day.
And so that's what I'm saying. We're constantly, like the ST1 cavity. Do you notice that on Justin's guitars? He's putting full-size blade switches in those guitars, and there's no modding going on in there.
right.
Well, if you were to take a last generation ST1, you would have to rat that out a little bit.
you think so?
I know so.
You're talking about the 5-way switch.
Yep. A
Right.
full size, not
Right.
the one that's in there,
Right.
the full size
full-size, the
blade
American
switch.
size.
Yep, like a switchcraft switch. If
Right.
you wanted to put one of those in there, you would have a little issue with it. It'd be a real tight fit if you could get it in there. But I can guarantee you what you couldn't get in there, and that's like a one volume push pull CTS pot, that big old long
Right. The
switch.
tall
in there.
one, you wouldn't fit
So it wouldn't. It does now. We went 13 millimeters
deeper.
deeper on the route in there, and we actually extended it out a little bit because Rob at Fretnut said he took it to a luthier, and the guy had to cut a little bit of it out because he wanted to put not just full-size pots, but jumbo pots in that guitar.
Oh, okay.
Right. And so there's different sizes of full-size pots. People
Right.
don't realize that. You know, I wanted to touch on this too. People talk about full-size pots and small pots and things like that all the time. Oh, did I bend it?
Yeah.
It's okay. So full-size pots, yeah, just so you know, if you bend this, you can just bend it back. Don't break it. But so the small-size pots they're just transmitters.
Right. And you can get good ones.
I have good ones in the SD1. You
Yeah,
get
they
a
are.
great
They
range,
work.
man.
Yeah, they
You
work
got
great.
one.
Yeah,
There's
they
no
work
that,
great.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
You can do swells on that.
Yeah, you're not going to sit there and think,
Yeah, that's test number one on a volume pot.
But there's nothing wrong with it. The tone pots, they've got a nice big wide range and everything else
Yeah.
too. So
We got some more action in the chat here. Just Generation X in the house. What's up, buddy? How
yeah,
you
we're
doing?
just talking about you, man.
Yeah, man.
You should be ringing.
Finally home. That black pickguard pops. RJ, LOL. Can't wait to get mine pre-ordered. Don't you mean you want to buy them all?
Oh, hey, by the way, one red Sbh-E is gone. It's mine.
Yeah, we're gonna have to limit these to what? One of every color to a customer. These are hot. These guitars are going to be the shit this year, guys. This is it. This is the year the Tease guitars blows up.
Oh, where's Andy at?
Salted Cream Puff says 1% difference here and there adds up in the overall user experience. This is true. Glenn Fricker thinks pickups don't matter. Spoiler alert, they do.
Pickups matter.
Yeah, they do. They do. Ted talks guitars and life. Indeed, true story. Justin, I read that one. Glenn Fricker mixes heavy metal stuff with massive amounts of signal processing and distortion. So for his purposes, they probably don't matter. That's not. You're probably right.
I can get any sound I want with pedals and distortion.
Yeah. Okay. That's
run out and see if he's parked out here yet.
Yeah. It looks like Andy might be here.
Yeah. I think
Okay. Cool. So yeah, I'm not even going to be worried about my 2:00 meeting because the guy hasn't been getting in touch with me since I told him we could do that. I've just been assuming that we were a go because he was off for the weekend.
Right.
So he didn't get back to me yesterday or this morning. So, but I brought it anyway just in case. So, oh yeah, guys, just in case anybody's interested, I know we're here for Tease Guitars, but I was supposed to have a meeting today with a Zoom meeting with somebody from Eden 2, the autism organization that we're trying to do the auction for. That's supposed to be going off in about 20 minutes, but, well, he never confirmed. So, but yeah, I'll be getting in touch with him and doing that. So, in case anybody wants to know. And what do we got here? Blew up. J Guitars. I thought they already blew up. Oh, kind of. They did, right? I mean,
5 minutes.
Okay, cool. Andy's going to be here in 5 more minutes, guys.
Traffic's crazy.
Yeah, and then we're gonna we'll hang out with Andy for a few and talk to him a bit, and then I guess we'll wrap it up. All right, we'll do a nice 2 hours or whatever it may be, and the longest stream on the channel. Most people too, I think. 22 people in the house, guys. If you like what you're seeing, please do me a favor, hit that like button. All right, guys. As a matter of fact, if you like the green, hit the like button if you like the green. I do. As a matter of fact, if the red one wasn't here, I would probably take this home. But as it is, I'm gonna have to.
The silver one. The silver one is the deal.
Yeah, the silver one's great too.
Yeah, you can come on. Pick an ugly one.
No one. Yeah, I know.
Pick an ugly one.
Well, you only have 20.
There's no ugly one there.
No,
you only have 20 of each.
I don't. Actually, less than that because I got these 6 come out. So
right. So it's
20. 19. I have 19 of each because these are all going out, and like Andy's getting one of these to gig with. That yellow guitar right there will be on. I can't say the name of the play, but it'll be on Broadway playing in the pit.
Okay. Right.
Because he gets in trouble for mentioning the names of the things because you have to pay for that. Yeah. Yeah, they frown upon.
I guess they want.
Not like
they want money.
They do want money. Yeah, but it's not like the off Broadway shows, but the on Broadway productions. Yeah, you can't really say, oh, it plays in this one and it plays in that one.
Right.
I can tell you under my breath, but we can't have it to where it's
recorded.
Yeah.
So, You like? Oh, you like that? You like the shot of my arm? What's up, Ball Shredder? How you doing?
Hey,
What's going on? You missed out on the.
there we go. There we go.
Yeah, right now
Now you
the
can see us.
camera was set up for Torsten, and he left the room. I guess I should fix it right while I'm talking to you guys. So let me do that. All right. Now that I've been called out on international TV.
I don't know who's in the chat, but I just want to say hey to everybody.
So, yeah. So yeah, Baby Boy Mulligan's here for anyone who doesn't know. Hey, Shred.
Yeah, see, there. I
color?
wanted to send this one to Richard. Actually,
There you go. Bolt Shredder.
But he's going on vacation, and these will probably be sold out by the time he gets back from vacation.
Yeah.
Probably. I'm serious.
Yeah. You going on vacation, Shred? Let me guess. You're coming to New York. Stay away. Don't come. Don't come here.
I think the gold might be him because he just got rid of that gold Charvel.
Oh, does he like gold?
Yeah, he likes the
I got
gold.
Yeah.
That's what we should do. Here, grab those guitars.
So yeah, Shred here. You didn't get a chance to see. So here we go. We got a racing British Racing Green candy. Right? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go over this again real quick for anyone who didn't
No, we're just gonna put them up here on the wall, man.
All right. So we got the green.
Take that fender down there.
You want the fender down?
Yeah. Gold.
Okay. That's a nice guitar.
Thanks. Want to buy it?
Want to trade a Tease guitar for it?
No, I'm good.
So, yeah. Shred, I think this one's for you. You replaced that Charvel you just sold. No tremolo. And there you go. All right. Let me not have my back in the camera.
Here, just throw that one up there. There's one. You take that Dean down over there, or that PV. I can't give that thing away.
Really?
I don't know why.
That's a shame. I mean, it's an odd body style.
I like it.
PV makes
Look
good
at the
stuff.
action on
I
that,
like
dude.
that.
A lot of people don't get
It's got active pickups in it. It's a nice guitar.
It's like
Yeah.
a DC Rich headstock. It's cool.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's kind of it's a metal guitar.
So there you go. Can you guys see those?
Yeah. Got a frozen image. There we go. It's coming back. All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Is everything okay on your end, guys? We're getting a little glitchy here. All right. Fret not. You have a good day. Take care, buddy.
Rob texted me since he got on here.
Buffering. All right. I got to do a refresh, guys. There you go. All right. We're going to be coming back now.
There we go.
All right.
Perfect.
Okay. Is it better, guys?
You having technical stuff?
Yeah, it's getting a little glitchy.
It's probably from all that porn you got downloaded on there.
No, that's my main computer. This one doesn't have anything on it.
Midget porn.
This is the one I show my ex-girlfriends.
Oh. Is your battery going to low or something? Or
No, I'm plugged in.
All right.
All I did was this.
Oh, okay. So you broke your own shit. All right.
And that's what fixed it. That's it. Just bang the side of the TV.
Exactly, man.
All right. So does it look better now, guys? Let me know. 22 people in the house. We got 19 likes, guys.
We got like 8 minutes left for Andy to play this thing for you guys.
Yeah, Andy's on his way. About another 8 minutes, he'll be here. How about giving Andy some love? All right.
Yeah, Andy's
hit the like button. All right. Tyler Durden's in the house. What's going on, sir? How you doing? Yeah, we were glitching like a 1989 VCR. That's what they were saying.
What?
We were looking like a 1989 VCR with the lines in the middle.
It was glitching down at the
Like
bottom on
the lines.
That's where all my good porn's on.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
Well, that's what happens. That's what happens to all your good porn, right? All right, this broadcast is not for kids. So, 3 guitar players in a room waiting for a guitar player to play the guitar.
Hey, I get it, man.
Observant.
Well, that makes perfect sense.
Yes.
And you know what? That really does make perfect sense, right?
Yeah. Hey, look, here, I'm going to show you. Look, if you think, in case you think Torsten's like not real, right? These are the tuners. When you buy the Lockheed tuners,
I just got 10 new sets.
come on. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh,
These are all new sets of them too.
yeah, man. You got more sets of them over here.
Yeah, they just came with these guitars because we ran out of those. We're running. That's all I got out of 50 sets of tuners left right there.
Okay.
So I ordered 10 more, and I got another 50 on order
Yeah.
for the
These
ST1s.
are the last ones. Right?
These are the last ones.
batch.
Yep, and those are the new ones.
And these are the new ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cool. All right.
What we got going on?
That's funny.
So
shit.
yeah, we're just trying to like buy a little
What?
time here,
I
guys.
said you want to hear a little music. I can move.
Oh yeah, there's
I'll give
nothing.
you some lights.
You got it. You might
There
want
you go. We're gonna get an original song from Baby Boy Mulligan,
Oh boy.
probably about his girlfriend. All right, that's what we write about as guitar players. The ball shredder's calling for the red one.
Can they hear that?
Red ball shredder wants
Can they
red.
hear?
Huh?
Ball shredder wants a red one. The other one wants a red one. The red one's so good.
Stephen Michaels, what's up, buddy? Yeah, the red one. I agree. All right. So we showed you the. All right. So we showed you the red, the green,
Hey,
and the
hand me my
gold,
phone,
right?
please. It's right over there.
Okay. Shred here. Here's the silver.
What in?
It's the same metal
locked.
flake.
Did I lock it?
Andy is here.
That is on YouTube. 30
All right,
guitar
Andy's
players
here,
waiting for a
guys.
guitar player to
Shred.
play guitar. No, think about
Silver.
the irony of that, right? Someone in the chat said that. He goes, hey, you fucking morons. There's 30 guitar players in here. We're waiting on some fucking guy to show up and play guitar.
Hey, Andy.
Whoa, dude, this is the hang. I guess, huh?
Yeah, Andy's
Hey,
in the
Missy.
house.
Missy.
Yeah, this is the creamy yellow.
Yeah, you got to.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey,
Nice to
I'm
meet you.
Andy.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Missy.
Nice
That's
to meet
everything.
you guys.
So, yeah, we're live.
Tim,
I'm Andy. It's
also
nice
Yeah,
to
hurry
meet
up,
you.
pet me, pet me.
Baby boy Mulligan.
Her breath
Yeah.
will fucking
Alright.
knock you over.
Where's the camera?
Right here.
Let me put this in.
Roll. Oh, hey,
This
look.
is the hot seat right here.
Yeah. So,
Dude, how cool are these, right?
oh, they're awesome. Absolutely. He was telling us that you are claiming that one already.
Yo, yeah. That's it. Sorry.
Yeah.
dude. Sorry, dudes.
So,
There's some pedals down there, Andy.
Thank God.
Yeah, no shit.
so let's see. There we get Eddie on camera. And what we got in the hold on.
That's my wife Alicia out there.
Hi,
Oh.
how you doing, Tim?
CD Nelson is already trying Jedi mind tricks on everybody, telling everybody this is not the red guitar you're looking for.
Dude.
What do you think of the colors, Andy? Look at that.
Paul
Look at
Schrader
the
asks,
silver, dude.
How many guitar players does it take to play a guitar?
What do you think of the canary, the off-white kind of ish,
I love that, man.
and
These look
the
unbelievable.
green?
These finishes are like.
Tyler Durden says, "Wow, you got Rob Chapman to play guitar for you."
Wait, you said that. Because I have gotten that so many times. People are like, hey man, you remind me of the monkey board.
just push the hair to the side, put on a British accent, and you can do it. You might have to lose the yellow glasses though. I know that's your trademark. Stephen Michaels likes the Yingwei yellow. That might be a decent.
That's
thing.
about the color of it.
Yeah,
right
that's
there,
about
yeah.
the color of it,
Yeah.
too. Yeah, that's about the color.
That's why I bought
Maybe
that
maybe
guitar
you named it that.
over the years.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's laughing at that.
Do you want
one
anything?
Now. All right, Shred. Listen,
Water,
be good.
ice
Take
cream,
care of yourself, buddy.
gelato.
Enjoy your vacation. All right.
You want a gelato?
And
Pistachio,
fingers crossed you can get a
gelato.
red one because we're all fighting over the red ones here.
The gold was my other decision between the two. But when I saw the red, that was it. It was all over.
Yeah.
It was the color of my first car.
Look, all the flake finishes look great, but the red just is like that's it, you know. So
I told you the boss red was going to go for the gold.
Oh, the gold, yeah.
Time Surfing Alien says the resemblance to Rob Chapman is kind of uncanny.
Can you guys hear that?
He does. So.
What?
Oh, gnarly. Dude, we got to flip some of these pedals around, bro.
Go ahead, do what you
This
do.
one's got to go before this one.
Which one? Where?
Dig it.
Okay.
So, all right. So Tyler Durden's out. Tyler, thank you for coming by, buddy. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Thank you very much for stopping by, man. We got 22 people in the house. We got 20 likes, guys.
Okay.
Andy's here. Give the man some love. Hit the like button.
Okay. Go ahead. All right. So where are we at?
Salty cream puff. If I buy a Tease guitar, will I be able to play like that?
Yeah.
Eventually.
In 10 years.
Eventually.
10 years if you practice.
10,000 hours, right?
5 fucking years.
That's the rule.
Sucker.
10,000 hours.
Well,
All right.
hold on, no. This one's got to go last, before the amp. So this one got to go.
The
all
tooth
way
would like to
over
see
there.
the yellow one
Okay.
close up. Do you mind if I take a
Yeah,
quick?
go ahead, man. Oh, that one?
There you go. The camera's right here.
Yeah, hang on.
Here we go.
So this here?
There you go.
Yeah,
we'll-
like that.
All right, let's skip the looper. How's that?
That's like a canary yellow, a banana yellow.
This is like.
Actually,
like,
I call
this
it
is like graffiti, like Ferrari.
Lambo.
yeah,
Lambo.
yeah.
It's like
I
banana
call it
boat.
lightning bolt.
It's like almost the
Lightning
color
bolt
of a
yellow.
banana boat.
All right.
Suntan lotion container.
Bumblebee. The tooth says
Yeah.
the bumblebee. It's kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah, the bumblebee's
Well-
a little dark.
Yeah, but I think bumblebee is usually dirty too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's in that wheelhouse
We'll
for
have to
sure.
leave that out.
We believe in buying our way to better skill. Yes, we do.
I'll tell you, the setup alone will help you play better. It'll make it easier.
A proper.
It'll make it easier.
Whoa, dude.
Did I even get in there?
Out of the world. Stupid, isn't it?
Stupid. This is like. Listen, man.
Put a dollar amount on it, man. Go ahead.
Listen,
So, and then not just
disclaimer, Torsten didn't say this. He just blew Fender out of the water.
Yeah.
Wait, am I allowed to say stuff like that?
You can say whatever the fuck
Okay.
you want.
So listen. Okay. If anybody ends up watching this later that knows me, they would know, like, that knows me really well.
I know you.
Yeah.
I get it.
And you've heard the blue Strat story, right? Now, I've had and have guitars that are, thousands upon thousands of dollars that I play regularly and like use in my real world career and all of that. This is like the Fender American Ultra series is like comparatively to this literal exact guitar is like it's shit. It's a piece of shit. That's what I have.
That's a powerful statement.
That's a pretty aggressive thing to say, but hey, look, none of us are getting out of here alive.
No, it's an honest.
So
it's
now,
honest.
and I want you to be 100% honest. Now, I didn't do a full setup on that guitar, right? But I did set it up. What do you think?
I mean, it's great.
Okay, good.
Like, I'll play this at the show today.
I know you will. Proudly. Not tick, tick.
I mean,
Not a bad note.
let's see. And this is how the nut was cut from the factory. You didn't mess with the nut.
I messed with the nut.
A little bit.
Just like
The
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
It looks really great.
Did you see that? Look at the nut ends. Look at the nut ends. Remember that was a thing.
Doesn't come out.
He
Stick
said
out.
nut ends.
You know we lube your nuts at Tease Guitars.
Can we
Say that with a smile.
Yeah, do what you do, man.
All right, CD Nelson, you take care, buddy. It's good having you.
There you go.
Appreciate you, buddy. Don't forget, man. You know what guitar's about to be buying now, right? Hey, he says he's going to be stalking the website later. All right, be good, CD. Guys, we're at 1 hour 47 minutes. We got 20 people still here. Appreciate you, all of you, for being here. Thank you very much for coming. Come on, listen to this. It just sounds so nice. It's got such a nice chime.
That's a single coil right there.
Oh. You get a little quack. None of my guitars sound like this. For some reason, they always miss notes. Yeah, I have that problem too, Tooth. So, yeah. Little Van Halen in there. All right, the noise gate. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we were getting some clipper with the distortion. Now we seem to be good. But
Shit.
yeah. So that
Can you make that guitar sound like a
Red and
Telecaster
Shine's
now?
in the house. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Can you make
Thanks
it
for
sound like a
stopping by.
Telly, like that twangy Telly? Everyone says that it's impossible to get a twangy Telly sound out of a Tease guitar.
Well, that's ridiculous. I mean, that's the sound.
That's Telly's tone right there. Yeah, I think the guitar can do it all.
It's the
play. It's how you approach it. It's your touch.
So there's your twangy shit.
Yeah, it's about touch, and it helps to be good with hybrid picking too.
Oh yeah, dude, you got like that's the
Right.
That's that. There's no Joyle pedal in there.
Huh? The tooth is asking, isn't it all part of it just making sure you're picking closer to the pickup, right? As opposed to
well, you know,
you're closer to the bridge. You're picking closer to the bridge, right? Yeah.
I mean, you can really get that sound, but like, it's really all about the cluckety cluck, you know.
Right. It's about the way you the way you pluck. Right. Hey, Shred and Shine, weren't we going to do something? We were talking about. Weren't we talking about doing a collab at one point?
I can't.
Anyway, if I'm thinking of somebody else, I'm sorry.
Fucking nailed it, huh? I'm serious. Shit. I know.
He actually performs on Broadway. And he uses these guitars on Broadway production.
Look at this.
Yeah, in the pit.
That's what's up.
Right?
Jesus.
And right here too, like that. Fucking.
And he's going to
Yep. For a moment there, I felt like I was in Texas. Okay, cool, Shred. Let me know what's up. Hit me up in an email, all right?
That switch might be ready to break.
What's that?
That switch, I hit that switch 4,000 at least times last night for 3 hours. I just sat there and just fucking hit it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Come on with the glitchy. We got here. We got.
What do you think your bandmates will say about that guitar?
Yeah, I took care of that.
Well, you can either, I don't know what they're gonna say, but what I'm gonna say is you can either have one of these or you're wrong.
We'll have to get Zach one of these.
That's a pretty good one.
Zach would shit himself.
Would he?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know who would shit themselves?
Who?
My friend Tim Basom. He's the guitar player at the Broadway show Just in Time with Jonathan Groff.
Okay.
That Circle in the Square. He was like, he's always over. Like, he would shit himself over this.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't have this one.
No.
You know,
Don't let him borrow it. You'll never
this
get it
is
back.
my guitar.
No, you did say that though. That you, when you saw it, you said that's my signature guitar right there.
I can't believe it.
Home run, huh?
Google this right now while this is live.
Okay. What am I Googling?
What does the new Fender Standard Series cost? Not to be confused with the Player Series, which is now like, I don't know, like $1,000.
Okay.
$799, $899, I don't know, something
Okay.
like that. The new 2025 Fender Standard Telecaster.
Okay.
What is it?
We open Gemini. We'll get Gemini.
I'll Google it.
How much does the new Fender Standard Telecaster cost?
The price of a Fender Standard Telecaster can vary a bit depending on the finish and where you buy it, but it's usually around $600 to $630.
There you go.
But that's the Chinese one too.
Yes,
Indonesian.
Chinese
Is
or
it Chinese?
wherever it's made.
Indonesian.
Yeah,
But
that's the Chinese
I have
one.
a
yeah.
student.
Yeah.
My student Jack just got one of these.
Yeah, the
And
player's
it's like,
12.
It's a mess.
Right. That's what everybody that's
It's unplayable mess. Well, he got the Strat one, but it's a mess.
Right.
And like I have secondhand embarrassment for companies that are out there putting that stuff out there at that price point.
Yeah.
Like this guitar, God, forget about it. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Really.
So, yeah. Well, I would put that.
So you've got a student, you said, right?
Yeah.
If you had a student that came in with this guitar, you'd want to steal it, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, but,
But they would never grow out of it.
Relieved,
Right, but
man.
they never grow out of it.
So, Albert, thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate you coming. Have a good day, man. Take care, and don't forget, you know what to buy next time you need a guitar. No, Time Surfing Alien, you know as well as I do, you can't beat a Tease guitar for the price. Salty Green Puff responding to me, looking up the price. He says, "Yeah, you're looking up the price of firewood." Yeah, basically, right? Because I mean, the price I got back was just for the Chinese one. The American-made one is $1,200, and people complain about that all the time too. They take it and they have.
I think here's what Andy's saying is that if you liked the HD and you liked the last E series,
Carry on. Sorry.
then this is the one.
Try one more time.
It's the
Stress breaker had to be done, right?
you know. Tell them who did this, Andy.
Andy,
Who
one
did
more
that?
time for the camera.
Who did that?
Who's responsible for the new logo?
Yes,
I don't know. It was my idea.
it was his idea.
idea.
It was a rainy Sunday afternoon, midwinter.
Johnny Bean's in the house. Hey, dude.
Johnny Bean.
Glad you could make it, man. I knew you wanted to be here. Thanks for coming.
Let me dash out real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. We showed some colors earlier, man. You might want to go
Love
back
that
and
guitar.
rewatch and check that
like-
out. But right now,
That's amazing. Makes
Andy
me
is
happy.
actually playing one of them. He's playing the Lightning Yellow is the new name. And evidently, he's keeping it. So
What do you do about those tuners? Just
They're
adjust
really
them, the
good.
strings? No, but I'm saying because it pops. I mean, you play the shit out of it, but
I mean, you probably just put new strings on this, right?
I did.
Yeah, they're just stretching a little.
All right, that's cool.
you know, I like the new tuners. They feel nice.
They're not.
They feel really
between
nice.
the old
Yeah.
ones.
The old ones are nice, but these you can definitely feel a difference.
Look
So
at
we
you
got
play
here.
some guitar. Huh?
Yes, you really do pay a premium for the Fender name, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I used to think it was 2 or 3 times more, but I'm starting to think it might be as much as 5 times more.
You don't have an Evo, do you?
No.
How's Alicia doing out there?
She's fine. She's texting away. I gave her a water. She's sitting with Missy's, keeping her company. I appreciate
So,
that. I'm trying to sell.
Thomas
all these guitars.
Rasmussen.
Like
All right, you got to
fucking
run,
time.
buddy. Take care.
And
Thanks for stopping by.
I might. They're that good, though. Yeah.
Thank you, Thomas. Take care, buddy. The price on these is $297 out the door.
Not out the door. Taxes.
Oh, plus tax. Excuse me.
Free shipping, though.
Right, free shipping. $297 plus tax, free shipping.
Plus tip.
Plus tip. Don't forget the tip. And that's before getting the pro setup or any little extras you might want. All right? Salty, that's what I hear. I hear that the Squire Classic vibe is better than the Fender Standard.
For sure.
This is what a lot of people are saying.
Is that better
Salty,
than a vibe?
Salty Cream Puff is saying that.
Is that better?
That's a bulletproof guitar right there. That's a bulletproof guitar right there. There's nothing.
Bro, remember the first guitar I brought you?
Yo, stealth ones.
But it was no. I'm talking about no. I just sold the last one of those yesterday. It's not the SS ones. I'm talking about the first ST ones. Remember that? Like surf green with the tuners were like.
Yeah, man, I remember that.
But look where we come, man. 3 short years, dude.
Has it even
Learning
been 3
experience,
years?
you know?
It's been 3 years, yeah.
What, dude? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
3 years.
Whoa.
3 years, 4 guitars a day, 1,000 people
Yep.
a day hitting the site, man.
See,
yeah.
Even the Tooth is saying, he's like, I got the pro setup on my ST1. He's definitely would pay up front,
Yeah,
pay for it every time.
It is.
And it's a phenomenal deal.
Yeah.
Honestly, the guitars are pretty much ready to go out the box.
Absolutely.
The way you set them up regularly. But if anybody
I'm gonna tell you something. If he didn't say this setup shitty, I'm getting to be a lot. I mean, like pretty good.
Yeah. So
it's there. It's right there, right? Intonated, everything. It's good.
yeah. Time Surfing Alien says same setup at his local shop would be $150
All day.
all day. Absolutely. So if you think for a second that you're gonna need to take a Tease guitar and get it set up, spend the $50 and let Torsten do it before you even get the guitar. You'll never even have to worry about it.
We got fucking 8 of them to do today. Today and tonight, I should say.
Well, we can end this soon. I mean, it's 2
Yeah.
hours.
I'm
My,
having a great time, man.
Yeah, I think it's been going cool. People are still here.
Yeah, man.
My meeting came and went. So the guy, no, but it's okay because the guy never actually confirmed with me,
Okay.
and he was supposed to confirm with me yesterday.
All right.
Because we talked over the weekend a little, but he don't work on the weekend, and he never did. So once you don't confirm,
Sure.
we don't make it. I had no email this morning, nothing. So it's all right. They're the ones losing out on the guitar if they lose out, you know. So That guitar sounds so good.
Yeah, you got to be here to really appreciate the tones that you get out of that thing, man. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's a guitar. It's a guitar that makes you
Does
want
it?
to be a better player.
When I post my videos, you'll pick it up.
Little enough for Neckerly, just a smidgen. Does it look good? You tell me, right?
Yeah,
All right, I know you would.
it looks great. It looks great. See,
There it is, right there.
that guitar is so much brighter in person than the way it looks on camera. So I just want to say that out loud so you guys know. 19 people still in the chat. 22 likes. Guys, if you haven't liked the video yet, how about giving us a like? How about letting me know that you like Torsten and Tease guitars? Yep.
He's not going to say
Ubi's
it.
in the
sure,
house.
sure.
What's
If he would have
going
said,
on?
yeah,
How
it's
you
all
doing,
right,
buddy?
and been out of here by now.
Yeah. Ubi says, hold on. Ubi.
I didn't want to give it up either. I was playing that one.
Ubi says the setup is crap.
Right?
I said it. I said it to keep you humble. Kidding, of course. The Toot says, I know Torsten did mine. It had his name on it. I got the Lockheed tuners added.
Hang on a second. Where did your guitar come from, Rudy? Where'd it come from? Yeah, that's what I thought. We don't want to use that name in here, do we?
23. Thank you, Johnny. I know Torsten. Yeah, I just said that. Okay. So
Andy taught me everything I know about setting up guitars. Trial and error, thousands of guitars later.
and you taught me a few things just watching you.
Yeah, he's that's what he does. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, no problem. We should probably get ready to go soon anyway. Right? I want to be able to. All right. So, what time is it now? So,
we're good.
Another 10 minutes. We'll do another 10 minutes and then we'll get out of here. All right? Because by the time we clean up. Sorry about that, guys.
She didn't think I was buying it, so I told her. Said I'm going to come down for a couple of days.
Yeah.
So we'll work that out.
All right. I'll just have you do just the regular setup, just the regular. You don't have to do the pro setup, just the regular. Fuck yeah, it's something, dude.
Wow.
I heard you, man. I heard
So, is there anything else you wanted to share on the line?
Yeah, so so within the next 4 weeks, Andy's going to be putting a couple of videos together for us, full songs, background, all that stuff, good quality recording and all that good shit. So you'll be able to hear that. If you enjoyed his playing today, he's in a band. If you're ever in the city, you come check it out, man. We'll have a good time.
Right. Sounds good. Oh, Ted's saying, is this guy going to clean up his guitar when he's done drooling all over it? Ted's trying to claim that guitar.
Oh, no.
Ted, he's already claimed that one, Ted.
Yeah, that one's going home with him, man. Sorry, Ted.
That's going in his car. So.
A lot of tones, huh?
Yeah.
So
good. It's pretty.
Dude, I can't wait to wind this up through my doctor's seat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crank it up. So, but glad you're back, CD. Ted's crying now. He's like, oh, tearjerker.
I'll get over it.
So, but all right. So these are going to be
10 o'clock tonight. I'm going to put them up, man.
10 o'clock tonight. They'll be up, so you can do your pre-orders.
I'll tell you right now, if you want a red one, I'd be there at like 5 to 10 waiting. I'm just telling you, man. They're already. Yeah, I've got
19 left.
I've got 18 left.
18 left.
Yeah, and I've got probably.
You got 17.
I got like 75 chats on the red one already. I'm just letting you know, man.
You're gonna have to be.
I have to be
person.
fair. I have to be
Yeah.
honest about it, and because that's the way we do everything. But that one and the second runner up, I'm gonna tell you, it's not too far behind. Is that silver one?
Yeah.
That silver one.
This silver one kind of looks like a little bit like the
Let me pull it out so you
Brent
can see.
Mason
Dude, we already
Yeah,
talked about
yeah.
that. I said that particular guitar right there, that we're gonna go buy. I'm gonna order the DiMarzios for it today. And you're gonna do that one.
Yeah, man. I guess you're gonna have a fight on your hands, man.
So send your wives out of town for tonight. Buy them a pizza. Or send them bowling.
Right. Buy him a purse and a pair of
And
shoes.
remember, apologies later is always easier.
Yes. You ask, you're more likely gonna get a no.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let me get out of your way here. Right. And about how now these? I guess these all get the seal of approval.
Oh yeah, they're done.
Yeah. So
I tried to break them. The nuts are cut right. They're straight. They're good. The body work, the paint, everything on them. I mean, I'll go through these just to make sure there's nothing else because we haven't plugged these in. But the two that one I hammered on all night.
Right.
Took it apart, put it all back together. Everything on it's perfect. So
all signs are everything's good.
Yeah.
So was it about 30 days till they get here, or
well,
6 weeks?
30 days, 30 to 40 days is what I put. I put August 20th down.
Okay.
And I'm usually within a day or two, and I usually am like a day and a half early. But
Right. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So we're talking like by the last week of August.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh no, I've got it. Yeah, is that an Android? Yeah,
That's
that's
the new S24 Plus.
that's why I use my Android.
Alright.
There's great pictures there.
I know. I want to take one home too. I know. I want to knock them out and take the red one.
You know,
Look at the
the
shine
red
I-
one and the green
look at
one
the
is
shine I
kind
got
of
in the
getting me
green
into the
one.
Christmas spirit, dude.
I know.
Looking at the two of them.
And then the gold too. The balls are hanging.
Right. The silver works with that too.
Silver bell.
I gotta take a picture of the two of them side by side. That's what I
So
do. The red and the green.
Oh boy. Christmas in July, man. Think about it.
he knows them
That's
all.
what I'm gonna post on that one. I'm gonna say Christmas in
So-
July. The red one's mine.
All right. So, guys, I think we're going to give it another 5 minutes, and then we're going to call it. Okay.
Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate
Yeah.
you guys checking everything out. I really do, man.
Yeah,
It's
we're going to
very
wind
important,
down,
man.
and thank you all for coming. Appreciate
Absolutely,
every
man.
single one of you guys. Don't forget tonight, 10 o'clock is when you can start doing your pre-orders. And if you want the red or the silver, get there early because you're going to be fighting guys like me and everybody else for those colors. Okay. It sounds like we're looking at about the end of the third week of August. They will be in stock. Okay, so get your orders in now. All right.
And hey, thanks guys for hanging.
It's your fucking job to peel
Thanks
off.
for hanging, guys.
So yeah, we're gonna let Andy play us out as I say goodbye to you guys. All right. It's an amazing guitar. It hits on every cylinder. There's no flaws, nothing wrong with this guitar, no complaints. You can't say it doesn't do this, it doesn't do that.
It does it all.
It really is a Swiss Army knife. I've been saying that since the last one. And the only thing the last one needed to compete with this would be the switch.
Listen.
So how many of these do you have now, Andy? A few? Yeah, one of every batch probably, right?
If you put a dual rail in that, you can get a Les Paul sound out of it. The two dual rails.
Oh, sure. Yeah, drop it in. Hell, throw a P94 in the neck. That won't take it, but come on, how's nice that sound?
Every time
It's
I go
so
to bed
tiny.
at night, because
That
I go after
pickup
she goes
sounds
to
great.
bed. She lays down at 10, and I got to do my shit. And then I come
That's
in about
Christmas
11.
tone right there.
She's in my spot.
That's the jazzy Christmas tone.
Like a badass, right? And I don't want to fuck with her because she's only got like 3 good teeth left.
Right.
So I can't like
Yes.
have her bite me. So I lift
Have
the fucking
yourself
thing along.
a merry little
Real quick.
Christmas. But yeah, so
The place.
I love it.
CD Nelson's making a good point. Hey,
Buy
Torsten,
anything yet?
All right, he's having a cigarette. Don't go anywhere. We'll ask Torsten that when he gets back.
Okay.
I think one of the names was revealed, Lightning Yellow,
All right.
and I think
Well, of course, this is
Silver.
Apple Red.
yes, Silver was. I think he mentioned a
I
couple.
looked. Silver
Silver Fox
places.
Silver Fox
There is
was
privately owned.
I don't know that
places.
was a given, that it was a winner, but he said it was going to be one of the ones that he pulls out of a hat. It was one
They
of the
are. You
entries.
got to weed through that shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
the
do.
Silver Fox. I think Lightning Yellow is a winner. I don't know. Well, I'm sure that he's got a bunch.
He's got the whole.
I'm sure he's got a whole list. So,
Oh no, I know.
I don't know. We'll ask him as soon as he comes back. All right. We'll see if we can get a definitive answer on that. But I think he does want to save that for Facebook. All right, because that's where he started that. So I think he wants to make that announcement there.
Right.
So, but
Right.
you know, I wasn't so sure about this when I saw it in the pictures. But then I realized, yeah, it's got to be. No. It looks classic and modern at the same time. You know? It's definitely hints at TV yellow.
All right.
All right.
Do what you do.
Come on. Nobody's got a headstock that looks like that. Yeah, well, you get the headstock. There you go. All right. Nobody's got headstocks that color. So, yeah, guys. So this has been awesome. I really appreciate everybody being here. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for all the love and all the likes too. And maybe we'll do this again. Maybe the next time Torsten has me over for something, we'll do another live instead of just shooting a video here. All right. What do you guys think?
We keep going this way. He'll be making over $100,000 a year just right.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's kind of an antique ivory.
We're doing really good.
Style knobs on there. Makes it so.
People are talking about our guitars
the
all over the
knobs.
fucking place.
That's
I do
what I
interviews,
put on
like
the
2 interviews a
Sbh-E.
week on fucking Twitch TV and all that YouTube shit.
So
We sold 8 guitars
yeah,
today.
let me know if you'd like me to do this again with Torsten. I think this went great. Obviously,
I sell these guitars for $180,
a little bit, so
but I put a pro setup on it
out.
for $50 and then locking
Make it a little
tuners for
more professional
$35.
next
Our
time, but
average ticket price on
what did you
our
guys think of all this?
$53 guitar.
Frankie, thank you. Thanks for saying hi, Frankie.
Whoops.
And thank you. Awesome stuff. I appreciate that.
I have to work for it, but
Guys, get yourselves
I
these
haven't got
guitars.
one
They're
return.
not going to last. Pre-order now. The ST1s, 30% of the ST1s were sold before they ever hit the United States. I think there's a chance this guitar could actually sell out before it gets here. So definitely order them now, okay?
It will.
What's the question? Someone was asking about the giveaway. The colors. The names.
That'll be so you're going to know if you won if you sign on the website at 10 o'clock because all the colors are up there already.
Okay.
And then so what's going to happen is RJ is going to we're going to take those 8 names, we're going to put them on a pinwheel, and we're going to do the random prizes. So we're going to spin the pinwheel for what the prize is, and the prizes are listed in the Facebook page. One of them is going to be a brand new E-Series. Then I've got a couple of SPRs, some locking tuners, some Amazon gift cards, or if you're buying a guitar, you can use $50 towards that. We'll probably do that this weekend. What do you think?
That sounds good.
Yeah, we'll do it this weekend. We'll just do it just a spin off, and then you guys will know what you won. But the winners, you'll know what it is up there.
Okay, so you want to do that with me this week?
Yeah, we'll do that this weekend.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Let's do a live remote or something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll set it up.
All right, sounds good.
All right, okay, so
there
cool.
you go.
So he's going to do the reveal on RJ's case. All right, guys.
And all the colors will be up on the website at 10 o'clock today.
Yeah, but if you want to know ahead of time if you won, or just what the winning names are, you'll be able to see them all tonight.
I get 800 people fucking signing on to my website,
so,
and my YouTube channel.
Okay, thank you, Tooth. You love the live. Definitely do it again. Thank you. CD, you're welcome.
I had a guy call me. He ordered a guitar.
Yeah, definitely check out the Facebook page later. And
He goes, "Do you have any?" And I said, "Dude, I got one."
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they're a pain in
don't
the
forget,
ass. He goes, "Well,
absolutely. I can't
pain in
forget
the ass is
baby,
kind of what I need. I have
Baby Boy
stage
Mulligan.
4
I almost said
cancer, and,
Baby Boy Nelson.
I need a project just to keep my mind off.
Baby Boy Mulligan's here. He's shooting footage too. So if you want another angle on all
And so
this, if
I
you want
put
to
a
see
Floyd
some
Rose
things
bridge.
that
He
might
didn't
not
know
have
it
made
yet.
it
He
onto
did
my
it, but I
audio
put a-
because of the
a,
mic,
you know,
the way
expensive
my
bridge in
microphones
there,
work.
something like
Torsten and I are the only ones who have these mics.
We
If
do
you
a
want
lot
to
of
see
stuff. We've
another
given
angle,
away 25
absolutely
guitars
check
this
out
year,
Baby
and
Boy
so
Mulligan. Subscribe to his
July.
channel because he's going to have another angle on all of this on his channel soon.
I did
All
last
right?
year. Fuck, or the year before.
Yeah, man. I want to
First
keep being the
year
guy
I
that
lost
does the exclusives for
$180,000.
Tease Guitars, and I can only do that if you guys keep showing up
But
and just
now-
keep supporting what I do. Okay?
No,
So please,
my
like the
whole
channel,
my game plan was
subscribe
to
to the
give
channel,
these
become
guitars
a
away,
member,
get
all
them in
that good
people's
stuff.
hands.
And
I don't care if they're shit guitars.
help
The
me make
customer
more of
service
this
will keep
stuff
them
for you
coming back,
guys.
right?
Okay?
And
So,
still not one bad review.
and I think we're gonna
Anywhere
call it,
anyway.
guys. It's
Not
2:30.
one.
I gotta get
I
out of
was
here.
talking to
I
Andy
gotta
about that. I
travel
was just like, I don't even
halfway
know how I
across the
fucking
state
held it
to get
together
home,
with
so,
all the shit that's happened.
I'm
you know, and
gonna
a lot
call
of
it,
shit,
all right?
A lot of shit has happened.
Let Andy play us out. You guys have been awesome. Thank you all for coming. Time Surfing Alien, CD Nelson, The Tooth, Ted. I'm sorry, I can't mention everybody. So many of you guys came by today. Thank you all for coming. You guys have been awesome. I've been RJ. Until the next one, take it easy.
Fucking